This is really the fighter and the kid.
Come on, baby. There's just one magic mind left.
Do you want to fight over it?
Yeah.
Because we both need help, right? Because you're getting older.
I need this shot.
Because you're inching towards very Biden-ish, right?
Yeah.
Like you're freezing on stage and shit.
Like I'm on a battlefield.
Yeah.
I gotta get my magic mind.
Not even a battlefield. You just sound like it's so much energy to say hello.
I need my nootropic here because I need a sense of flow. I gotta get that energy shot.
But hold on now. I need it because I have CTE and I gotta talk for the next 2 hours.
I'm old and you have CTE.
So should we do halfsies?
Well, we could do that. We'll do halfies. I'll drink half. And by the way, my wife, there was one yesterday in the fridge, and she fights for it. So we're waiting on our shipment.
We'll get more, yeah.
And so we got in a fight over it.
That's cool.
I drank it. She goes, seriously? And I was like, this is when you know it's good.
Did you kick her in the tit?
I'll drink half, and you'll get half, okay?
Half and half?
Didn't kick her in the tit, because she's breastfeeding my kid.
Psychic
so
her
why
that
would
big
you say
tit?
kick her in the tit?
Because she took your magic mind. I would kick her in the tit for a magic mind.
Well, I'm not doing that.
I'll kick you in your stupid teeth for a magic mind.
I'll drink half.
Oh, just take. That's so rude.
There's some left.
On Juneteenth, you do that to me.
I didn't mean to.
On Juneteenth, you're gonna That's how we're starting the show.
I actually didn't mean to.
That's how we're starting the show. It's Gay Pride Month, dude.
Oh my! Is it still Gay Pride Month?
I think it's all year long.
Man, no wonder. I've been
gay,
thinking that we should gay out together.
Well, for me, I'm like, oh, it's the month. For you, it's like, oh, it's every day. Right?
Yeah. My wife will be like, "What are you doing?" Like she'll just catch me staring at a dude on Instagram.
Yeah.
She'll go, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Nothing."
That's Bryan,
Nothing.
baby. That's Bryan,
literally,
baby.
I paused on this because I'm looking at the shorts that I want to buy.
Chin, I can't emphasize enough. This 7-Up Zero Sugar Tropical.
Yeah. Well, that's not good for you.
Because I like citrus, like grape and all that stuff. I thought it would be good.
Did he buy that for you?
I bought it for the studio.
Like we always have, I like Diet Coke. So I'm like, Trump, DC's, baby. Right?
Yeah,
like we love DC's. Sure. We ran out. This was the only little solo thing in there. I went, I haven't had 7-Up since I was a kid.
That's a terrible substitute for Diet Coke.
Oh, bro. Piss in my mouth.
Some experiment that 7-Up came up with.
Because 7-Up or Sprite always reminds me when I was a kid, they would give it to you to settle your stomach. I don't think it works.
No, that's
the carbonation does, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
My mom gave me those and the saltine crackers.
Yeah. No, thanks.
Doesn't even have caffeine.
Hey, can I ask you a question?
This is
Wait.
piss.
Are you giving a truck away?
I'm giving a truck away, dude.
You're giving a truck away.
What if you won?
Dude, I would, and then you know what I would do?
You know what? Here's the thing, though.
Can you show me the truck you're giving away? Because I want to enter, and if I won, just to spite you, I would keep it in my garage. And I would never drive it.
Can you imagine if you won? That's my biggest fear. That's my biggest fear.
That's what I would do to you. There's a guy I knew. He used to have this. This guy I knew used to have a plant in college, and he never watered it. Ever. And I was like, please water it. And he goes, no, I won't.
Just to pitch you off?
Yes. And it was holding out as a spider plant.
Here's the thing with this giveaway truck, right? Like I put all this time, money, investment into it. When you do a giveaway, there's no reserve. So if in 60 days or 75 days, however long we're going to do the raffle for, if it goes for $2, someone wins the truck for $2. Your boy's screwed. I know. And also, but here's the other thing. I don't select the winner. We have to hire a third party, so there's no shenanigans.
Oh, boy.
So there can be, let's say the way you enter is you buy a shirt, right? A Drive Fast All Gas shirt with King Shock's collab that we're doing. Let's say you bought a shirt, right? And randomly you won. You can't win. Like anybody who's connected to me.
Because it would just look terrible.
Awful.
Yeah.
Let's say shot in the dark. You won, or my brother won, or Sanaz won. No, we have to redo it. If you have any association with me, you can't win.
Sense.
Yeah, because then people would just do this, collect the money.
What is this thing that they could win? Like what is like? Why would I be excited by that? Let's just say
you wouldn't be excited about it, but the reason it's because you'll see giveaways, like you'll see Gas Monkey do it. You'll see, was it 80/80's another big one? Fucking Iron Man does them. Robert Downey Jr. doesn't, but he does electrics and like old school. But this is like custom one of one.
700 horsepower and
or more than that. So it started off life as a 2019 just regular F-150 We broke it all down. We hired McNeil Racing to do Generation 3 conversion, so it looks like a Raptor R on steroids. So, but a 2024 Raptor R on steroids. Everything. So if you like Raptor Rs, you like regular Raptors, all good. This destroys it in every single facet.
So if I'm driving, down the street, truck people are like, "What the?"
Most people would freak out, even if you don't know trucks, because it's cherry red for a reason. It's
loud.
It's Roush supercharged. It's loud. Has side exhaust coming out the side. So I built it like I build my truck. You know, I like wild shit. Yeah. So this thing's wild. The interior, wild. Like nothing's.
If this thing was a girl, it'd be Amber Rose. It'd be all curved up and what?
Yes,
just curved.
100%.
Yeah,
100%.
Not for the faint of heart. You can't be light in the ass to step to that truck.
No, hopefully, but here's the concern: is hopefully somebody wins it that is actually going to use what it's for. It's like crazy King Shock suspension on it, bypass shocks.
I want to win
crazy
it.
shit.
I want to win it.
Tack
you know, I want to win it so badly. I want to win it.
I would die inside.
I would win it, and then I would do an entire 40-minute YouTube video of me modifying it back to stock.
Taking it all off.
You just see me taking out the giant exhaust. Like, we don't need
this stupid thing.
This is stupid.
Oh no, you take it off, go too loud.
Yeah, too loud. And it's a V6. Let's get a V6 in here.
Can we tone it down here? Can we tune it down?
All of that.
Can we tune it down?
I'd take off the mufflers. I'd bring the wheels. I'd make regular wheels.
Paint it just like a mono gray.
Yeah, much just like something sensible.
Can we get the tint off the windows by chance?
It's sensible. Something sensible.
Get the Roush off.
Yeah.
Take that custom interior out of here.
We got to get better gas mileage. We have to. Oh God!
But that's the thing. I can't. So it's nationwide. So
it's a nationwide thing.
Oh yeah. So and then we have to fly the winner in. Damn. But if let's say some random big boob blonde in Irvine happens to win, she's like, okay, cool. I got a red truck. Like you hope somebody actually
really knows trucks.
Oh, that thing's McNeil Racing. Like they're the pinnacle.
Wait, let me see.
TFATK, King Shocks.
So it's all what's under the hood. It's all like unless you know what to look for.
But even you, like you don't know, Baja Racing, like pre-runners.
It's a work of art.
It's a pre-runner. Oh, bro, thing.
Well, if you wanted to buy it, what do you think it would cost? Without exagerating.
Without straight up with all the conversion,
with everything there,
including the cost of a base F-150.
I come to you guys and I go, I want to buy that truck. Well, honestly, what do you think it would go for?
Probably 140, 150 grand.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
You gotta realize it's one of one, man. There's like
just play,
the body work,
no
the Generation 3 conversion, all that shit.
Brendan Schaub, I am building the craziest giveaway truck of all time. This is a Roush pre-runner.
Yeah, you can hear the noise.
This thing's wild. Fenders.
That's a good looking truck. I'll be honest.
Right?
That's a good looking truck. And these guys are all they're just craftsmen.
Anybody who's worked on it's the best. See that side exhaust, Eddie?
So you must be drooling.
Oh, I love it. Nothing better.
Is that what your truck is looking like? That's being worked on all the time. Mm-hmm. When your truck is ready in 2030, will you?
No, be ready in a month.
Okay,
I'm flying out to Fort Worth. You want to come?
Take it easy.
Blow your hair back, Daddy.
Yeah.
But hopefully someone that wins that knows like what they have and they actually use it. Like hopefully it's not a street princess.
Right.
Like that thing it has true beadlock 39-inch tires on race tires from BF Goodrich.
Jesus.
Fucking use it, dude. Use it.
Drive it. Where do you want them to drive it?
Take it to fucking Johnson Valley. Put it in the fucking Mint 400. Baja 1000.
So this is a racing truck. A legit racing truck?
I mean, yeah. I mean, you can use it for whatever, like off-road it. Yeah. You can take it down Baja. You don't have to enter because it's not a trophy truck. But you can take it down there. You can take it down Baja. You can take it off-roading. You can take it to Johnson Valley. Shoot some dope content with it. Just don't use it to pick up fucking Del Taco with the kids.
Don't use it to pick up Del Taco.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah.
And that'd be dope. Send me a pic of you doing that. But use it for what it's, you know what I'm saying? That's the biggest fare. But I'll tell you what, I was a little I'm not angry. Angry is not the right choice of words here. I'll talk about this. So the whole thing, the entire focused energy has been this, right? And getting this off the ground. It goes live July 8th, I think. But you got to build a whole website. You got to invest in all that, right? The whole brand, Drive Fast, All Gas, got to invest in all that. Sanaa's been great. Mark's been great. I love
that. Drive Fast, All Gas.
Yep. So you got to invest in all this stuff. So I need a designer, right? We hired, so let me start. So we hired a designer. The guy said, I'm really good at this and I can help you guys out. Cool, hire him, right? He sends us the stuff. This is 2 days ago. It's been weeks. Sends us the stuff. I'm like, damn, that looks good. You did a great job, man. We have to pay him, of course. Pay him, right? Sends us the whole catalog, what we're going to be offering. There's a bunch of stuff, seasonal stuff, the whole brand awareness, right? 2 days ago, so you got to get the whole website, order all the shirts, all the hats, all that shit. 2 days ago, Jay goes, hey, man, that logo I've seen before.
Oh, no.
I go, what?
Oh, no.
Jay goes, looks similar. Remember that Deuces Macchiato, like in Venice that we always go to?
A Deus Machina.
Yeah.
Machina.
Yeah.
Seize the day, right?
Yes, I think so. It's like a European
Deus
company,
Machina.
but they have a flagship in fucking Venice.
Deus Machina.
Yeah, Jay goes, I've seen that. I go, get out of your mind. And sure enough, bro, it was the exact same logo.
Oh, that's a big problem.
Problem?
Well, this guy took the logo. You get in trouble for that.
Well, yeah, it might as well have been a Nike swoosh.
I mean,
I go, and remember, we're all built, ready to go. I go, well, no,
God.
we have embroidery on the seats. We have all sorts of,
wait.
So I call him. I go, no.
Oh, no.
I go.
So that's point of no return.
Well, hold on here. I figured my shit out.
Yeah.
I call him. I go, hey, bud, you told me this was all original. You drew it by hand. You created it by hand. He goes, yeah, I did. I go, no, you didn't. He goes, yeah, I did. I said, no, you didn't. Send him. I go, what's this? He's like, I don't know. That's not mine. I go, no. That's the exact logo from that company, Bubba. You sent me that. He goes, Piston's a piston. I go, no. It's not though, dude. It's the exact same fucking logo.
Yeah, tell that to the courts.
We'll get sued. You don't have a brand. So he got fired. And then we hired a new guy who works with our boy, Meat Eaters. Mm-hmm. He works with Meat Eaters.
Steve Rennell.
Did Ken Block stuff, did the Hoonigans.
Yep.
He's great. He's like, I'll fix it. So he fixed it. We got it in time, but yeah, that's all I was dealing with.
Whoa, dude, thank God for your brother.
For my brother and for Mark.
Oh, man.
Mark here was like, man, I'm telling you, I think I've seen it before.
Yikes.
Do you know me? I get on, I'm like, damn, that's sweet. I'm going on to the next thing.
Thinking? Some people are unbelievable.
You know what I did though? I read Jocko's book. I take full accountability. I went,
Good.
oh, that's on me. Like it's heated conversation, me, Lex, and the team. I go, you know what, dude? And he was like, I'm so sorry, man, but I'll make it right. I go, no, that's on me. We're not going to work with you again. I said, it's on me. He goes, what do you mean? I go, my bad. I assumed when we hired a high-level artist, designer like this, I assumed you weren't going to take it from another company. That's on me.
That's what you said?
Yeah, I went, that's on me. My bad for assuming at the cost you charge that you weren't going to copy for somebody else. I said, that's on me. I should have noticed it right away, and I didn't.
Because
That's
he
on me.
charged less, right?
No, he didn't charge less.
Oh, he didn't charge less.
No. I went, that's on me. He's like, I appreciate it, man. I went, no, that's all good. I said, that's on me. I said, you know what, dude? Thank you for the lesson.
Dude, you know what? This is when I have to speak up. The fact that he's literally trying to take the blame and that guy's response was like, hey, thanks.
Yeah, well, that guy's a piece of shit.
Give me a break.
But that guy's whole life is that. That guy's whole life is that.
Come
He's
on,
just
dude.
duplicitous. He knows what he's doing.
But
the best way out of that is to do exactly that.
100%. I went, all good.
Yeah. And by the way, isn't it easier in a way? It's like, it's on me,
But what are you going to do? Fight with them and like,
No.
keep the money? No, all right, cool. On the next.
Well,
no,
I
do
told you
your
that's
thing.
what my wife, we had a cabinet guy, same thing. And he was, I took a look at one text. I was like, he's a drug addict. He's
Yeah.
a drug addict. You're not getting your money back. Just write it off. It's all good. What am I going to do? You owe me $1,500. Lesson learned. It sucks, but
We got the right guy. This guy, Evan, now who works, like I said, with Steve Ranella, Hoonigans, monster.
Yeah.
In a day, he was like, I'll fix it, man. I got you. So we got it fixed. But I went, that's on me. My bad, bro. I should have looked into it more and assumed you weren't going to steal.
That's right.
That's on me. I went, good. No, you know how you're saying like that's a trade or whatever, like a drug addict, like
Sure.
there's nothing you can do. No. I was listening to your podcast this morning because I was up at 3:30. That was cool. Your podcast with Jordan Peterson's daughter,
Michaela Peterson.
Michaela.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, gorgeous.
She's
woman.
gorgeous.
My God.
And so her husband, you'd love her husband too. Like just, her husband walked in. I went, well, I don't know who's better looking here. They're just gorgeous people.
What's he look like?
He's 6'4", blonde with the straightest, whitest, nicest teeth I've ever seen, and just jacked.
Jacked? What's he
Yeah,
do?
he actually used to play football.
Of course he did.
Yeah. Well, there he is. With
I
perfect
can't
hair.
see him there.
I was literally like, there he is. Well, that's him.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
He'd be one of Hitler's favorites. That's what Hitler was trying to
He's
build.
as naturally blonde and as good looking as it gets. It's just ridiculous.
Dude, how about your father-in-law is Jordan Peterson?
Yeah.
What are you going to talk about at dinner?
Yeah, Jordan Peterson. Probably my favorite person in the world.
He's one of my faves.
Yeah.
But also, if your father-in-law is Jordan Peterson and he's like, hey, let's have dinner tonight, you're doing some prep work before you go over.
You are. Yeah, you are. Well,
You're just not sitting down going, how about this whole
but
Gaza thing?
You know what Mikhaila's been through? Do you know about her
I'm
story?
familiar. Yeah. But again, my point was I was listening to it. I thought it was a great podcast, right? Good podcast.
Thanks.
Yeah, it's fun. Lighting was horrible on your face. Anyway, so, but you were saying how Rogan's really good at cutting people off. We always say that. You and I are the worst.
Yeah.
But he was saying because he's in pool halls, he's like, some people are just born losers.
I love that. Let's take a little break. I want to talk to you about True Classic. As you know, I'm always in True Classic. What underwear am I wearing? True Classic. What did I wear yesterday? True Classic. Why? Because they got these button-ups that don't wrinkle and fit perfectly. I never wear button-ups. Ever, ever, ever. Have you ever seen me wear button-ups? No. Now I wear them all the time because True Classic makes it that easier. They're breathable, versatile. They don't really stain. Everything about them is perfect. You always look good. So any t-shirt I have on is always True Classic. I don't think I've been on stage in I don't know how long where I wasn't wearing a True Classic t-shirt or long sleeve t-shirt. I think that's pretty much, I mean, there maybe have been some exceptions, but for the most part, I just like the way they feel. I think they're awesome. And we will give you on this podcast 25% off your first order. Just try the t-shirts. Try anything. It's all great quality. I don't care what it is. It's the perfect blend of everything you need. So go to trueclassic.com/fighter for 25% off your first order. There you go. Isn't that crazy? I didn't tell you about that conversation I had with him. Because with Joe, there was a guy who, we have a mutual friend, and I was like, he's doing great now. And he goes, please don't be friends with him for my sake. He's just good. And I was like, why?
Because me and Joe have to deal with it.
Yeah,
the repercussions.
I'm telling you, he's going to break your heart. He's fine now. And I said, man, you write these people off. He goes, because I grew up in pool halls. I spent a lot of time in pool halls, and there are born winners and born losers. And born losers find a way to lose. And that guy who had that opportunity, charged a lot, is a good example of a guy he's going to make a choice that he knows is wrong. We know plenty of people. Yeah. We know plenty of people who'd make these choices, and you're like, do you not see that you're driving right toward a wall? Do you not see that you're driving right at a wall?
And you and I are the worst.
And
we had a guy around here, and there's a million red flags, and you looked at me and went, I get it.
It's the only thing I would have changed. It's the only thing I would have changed in my life. I would have been way more ruthless with bringing crazies and damaged people back into my life.
I know. Not who we are.
I know. It really fucked me up. Like, you bring damage and crazy.
Same.
If you bring broken and crazy in your life, it's going to bite you in the ass. And I did it over and over. And who warned me from the age of 28? Joe Rogan. From the age of 28, he was like, you bring broken and crazy in your life, is going to bite you in the ass.
He tells us all the time.
Did.
I know he tells us all the time, but it's hard to change that way. But it's also I'm an
optimist.
Me too. And I don't view the world as, everyone's going to take advantage or hurt me, which I probably should these days.
Unfortunately, that's the lesson. And I hate saying it, but that's the lesson.
See, I don't know if that's a lesson. I think you just keep on keeping on. And it's like, at the end of the day, they might take advantage of you. They go on podcasts, talk shit about you, make up all this shit. Okay.
Yeah, I know.
You still...
I know.
You're still not like that. Doing that is why you're at where you're at.
Yes, but there is something that Jordan Peterson said about weak people are not good people, and they're dangerous, because a weak person will ultimately resent you and try to destroy you. They'll try to destroy you, and they won't do it like face to face. They won't fight you. They'll do it. They'll try to destroy your reputation. They'll talk. Of course. And that is a very... And I never thought of the world that way.
Because I don't think of the world that way. And even dangerous. Oh, what are they going to do? Go on YouTube and talk shit? Okay.
Well, they've done studies on women. They used to say most men are sociopath. The trait of a sociopath is mostly a male thing. Now they're finding that it actually is also a female thing.
Duh.
So women do. So men will get violent. They'll do weird shit. They'll kill you.
Women are vindictive.
Women are vindictive. They engage in reputation destruction.
Yeah.
So women, like Amber Heard, will make up stories. And that's how they kill you. and they can kill you.
Or
Like
she's
this
at the
woman who-
party with a group and she's like, Johnny did this, right?
Yes,
and
yes.
then the next week at a different group,
Yes,
man, how about
yes.
Johnny with this?
It's
so
all
it's these
that
little
stuff.
seeds.
Yes, all that stuff.
And then just
you see
ruins
it in
Johnny.
divorce lawyers will tell you this. Like the different people will they'll just make up stories. You know,
Yeah, I get, but
Sometimes
that's all they have.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we could probably be better at. But I always assume like if someone has a million red flags, I always go, they just haven't had the right shot.
That's what I do too, Brendan.
I'm like, they just need maybe it's just because
They just need
you'll
me.
find
They
smart
need
people.
me. They
Not
need
even
me.
me, like or anyone. Like no one just gave them a fair shot. All they do is get a fair shot. But it just so happens I'm dealing with this design shit and a bunch of other shit with the shops who just can't get shit on time. That's just
Yeah.
tuning and all that shit just happens. They say a day and it's 5 days. Just
Yeah.
get used to it. But then with the one designer thing where I took accountability, I was fine with them. Like, that's on me. And when you said that, Rogan was, yeah, some people are just born losers. I went, man, does that ring true?
Do you remember the opening fucking scene in the Ozarks? Remember the opening scene where he's like he tells the story the drug dealer's going to kill the guy for stealing money.
Were they on the knees?
Yeah.
Yeah. And he goes, what? And he goes,
he
stole
goes,
$5.
You know, he said, and she worked for our family.
Yeah.
She worked for our family. And, you know, and she only took one thing. It's like, Dad, you know, she only took one thing. Give her one chance. And he said, and what was the problem there? And
Should do it
Jason
again.
Bateman goes, it's the first time she's been caught.
Yep.
She's been doing it the whole time.
Yep. And that's
it's
why he
like,
survived.
damn right.
Yeah, he's like, oh, good.
Yeah. And he goes,
That show's so good.
you've been stealing.
That
from
show's
me."
so
Woo!
good.
It's a good show.
It's so true,
It's
too.
ruthless. Yeah. Nah, this is only the first time you got caught. That's what happens a lot of times when people do something. Typically, you were stealing. It's
not your first time.
Before. You've done this before. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's 1,000 examples like that.
Yeah, I thought that podcast was good, though, bud.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it, man.
You could have gave Fire and Kid a shout out, or Brendan's taught me everything I've known.
Bubba, I
whatever.
could have done that. And then, you know, you get caught up in the conversation and you're like, I didn't promote anything there. It's bad.
Promoted your dates.
Yeah, a little
Piece
bit.
of shit.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Piece of shit.
Come on, man. Take it easy, dude.
shit.
Come on, dude. Take it easy. I went out to Arizona for that. Nice house.
Oh, she lives in Arizona?
Beautiful place.
Well, could you move to Arizona? So hot. Every car has to have an
I could
intercooler.
do it. I could live in Florida. I can live in Arizona. You know,
Florida's
what?
different.
As you know, if my kids are close to me, I'm good. You know, I need my friends though. I need my friends. I need my I need my hangs.
You want to rephrase that? I need my friend, right? You're my only friend.
That's right.
And then, you know, Rogan is our friend, but he lives in Austin.
I had somebody say it this weekend. They go, "You and Schaub, man, you guys are close, huh?
Yeah.
You guys are dogs
Brothers.
for each other."
Yeah.
I went, "That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right." But he said it with admiration. He's made a lot of money too.
Yeah, most people aren't
It's like,
hoes.
you
or
guys
like-
are fucking.
Yeah.
You guys are loyal to each other.
Most people respect it, yeah. How mad I got on the 1,000th episode when I was talking about
Yeah.
comedy clubs.
Yeah.
You kidding me? Yeah, it's hard to get me that mad. Have you ever heard me yell like that?
No, I've
never.
seen- yeah,
it's very rare.
Sometimes I wish you would. You should kill some people.
I've thought about that.
You should just go. You should start knocking on doors and just be like, "Hey, I'm gonna kill you one day," and then just leave.
I don't know if I need those problems. I feel like this is bad advice.
No, but then give him a little twist up.
But as you can tell, Daddy's been training, man. Ran my 3 miles this morning.
Really?
Every day. Training.
Nice.
Lifting.
Nice.
Hey, you know why? Just in case, dude.
Just fucking
Just in case, I got to teach you a fucking lesson
Who?
again.
Teach who a lesson,
You, dude. I've been training
dude.
for you. Can you
That's
imagine?
adorable because
Can you imagine?
I don't take time off.
You found out I was training for you. You're like, wait, what?
What's he doing?
Yeah, dude. That's all I can think about.
Did
you find the UFC? Yeah, fuck
Sasso
that.
keeps sending me videos of Italian guys talking like they're just saying shit because he's at dinner and these two Italian. They're tasting food, and then he just says these guys are saying that this guy just shouted Callen's not Italian, he's Turkish and Estonian. I'm like, and I go, what the fuck are you talking about? Then he just sends a picture of him farting.
So stupid. Oh, I found out. I was trying to get Jake to call in today, actually. Trying to get Jake Paul to call in because
really?
his fight's in July.
Oh, let's talk about
and
that.
I'm
I
gonna
have
go
thoughts.
there. So it's not bare knuckle.
No, it's
It's boxing.
10-ounce gloves.
8 rounds. You texting
Okay.
during my fucking spiel?
No, I'm just checking with Godfrey.
Oh yeah, we got a guest today,
Yeah.
Godfrey.
Yeah. Okay, so keep going. Go on.
So 10-ounce gloves. 8 rounds.
Yeah.
It's in Tampa. I might be there for that.
Okay.
Jake already on DraftKings or whatever the books is that has the numbers out already. Jake's a favorite. I think he's like a minus 220.
Okay.
Let's go pros and cons. So just so people realize, and I put this out, I said, if you don't think this is a much tougher fight and a better fight than Mike Tyson at 58 years old, you're a moron.
Yeah.
You don't know shit.
Yeah.
So there's that. But so what's at risk for Jake? Remember, this isn't on Netflix. This is outside of that. This is actually a pay-per-view.
Yeah.
So this is a pay-per-view. So we'll figure out, with Perry and Jake here. But this is in July. His fight with Mike's in December. So what Jake is risking fighting Mike Perry, which is, I think, by far his toughest fight he's had.
More than Tommy Fury?
Way more.
Yep.
Way more. Tommy Fury's not a knockout artist.
No.
He's not, I mean, he's a legit boxer.
Mike Perry can hit hard.
Mike Perry will change your DNA, bud.
Yeah.
Ask Luke Rockhold. Had to get new teeth, sir.
Yeah.
He's had 3 different opponents tap out due to strikes as he broke their faces. That's what you're dealing with. So to risk the Mike Tyson, which will be the biggest bag he's ever going to get and the most watched fight in the history of combat sports, you're taking a guy on in the end of July in Mike Perry. Now, I get it. You hate him because he's from Disney and the YouTube and whatever. His brother did this and the crypto. Fuck all that noise. You can hate the guy. That's fine. People hate a lot of people. That's your right. At some point, you got to be like, all right, it's kind of badass.
I agree with you.
But then people are going to say, oh, here he goes fighting a smaller guy. Let's talk about that. Were you going to go there?
No.
Have you talked about this at all?
Mike Perry, I guarantee, walks around 200 pounds.
Boom. There you go.
Right?
So Mike,
Guarantee it.
100%. So when Mike Perry last fought, they weighed him in the night of the fight. I think he was like 198, 199. So Mike Perry could be around, 205. Depending.
Absolutely.
But even a fucking in shape.
You don't think a 200
pounds.
pound Mike Perry can knock anybody on the planet out? If 200 pound man who's been throwing his right hand that long.
And everyone goes, oh, Jake's so big. Hold on. Jake was getting bigger for Tyson. I guarantee he's not going to be that big against Perry.
His frame is
I would assume
he's a 200 pounder.
He should be. Let's say he's 210. Which would be heavy for Jake, which I think is a bad idea. Because Mike's going to be faster.
Yeah.
Mike is going to be faster.
Is he?
Yeah.
Jake's pretty fast.
Jake's fast too. I don't know.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, let's say they're equal, but if Jake comes in 10 or 15 pounds heavier than what he normally weighs, then I think Mike's going to be faster. That's my point.
Yeah.
And it's 8 rounds. But now, so cons for Perry, it's not bare knuckle.
Right.
You're talking about a different skill set.
Right.
You're almost talking about lacrosse to hockey.
I agree with
For
you.
those people that don't know
sport.
bare knuckle and MMA, you're talking about bare knuckle and boxing.
Yeah.
So, again, it'd be like assuming that Wayne Gretzky would be good at lacrosse.
Well, the way I say it is this. What makes you good at boxing is a liability in bare knuckle. So boxing, everything's built off your jab. And if you watch Luke Rockhold, he was trying to check hook, it's not going to work.
The pretty stuff's not good.
It's not going to work.
I would say the sweet science
Yes.
is not your friend.
It's not your friend.
In bare knuckle.
It's just not.
You take that sweet science and you throw it out like I did in high school.
That's right.
Yes.
And but now when you're a bare knuckle brawler, we know one thing. Mike Perry doesn't have any quit in him, and we know he's coming for you. And we know he hits hard.
And he has a chin.
He's got we've seen him get his nose pushed to the back of his head and keep coming. He does not care. So that's the thing. Now, I would say this. When he closes distance and starts throwing the way he does with bare knuckle, it's easier when you have gloves to deal with that and answer back, right?
It's easier to defend. You can kind of cover up a little bit. But still,
but something's going to get through.
100%. And also, Perry doesn't go back. He only applies pressure forward, and that's 8 rounds of that.
Yes.
So again, Jake's not a bare knuckle boxer. He's not an MMA guy. He's a straight sweet science boxer.
Yes.
He's sparring against sweet science boxers. So it's a dance. There's a
it's
rhythm.
gonna be
so when there's a rhythm and this guy's playing to a different fucking
classical
beat,
music, rock and roll.
classical music, death
Punk
metal.
rock, punk
Boom. You know, so he's not entertaining your jab.
No.
He
He's
doesn't
hitting you with
care.
elbows, he's
he
just
doesn't
coming
care.
in, yeah.
And his fucking head's in your chin and he's making it dirty. When I say it's Jake's toughest fight, it's not even fucking remotely close.
And he's
risking it before the biggest fight of his career, Mike Tyson. So what happens if Jake were to get knocked out? Definitely a possibility. Or lose on the cards.
Absolutely.
You think Mike Tyson's like, oh, fuck, dude.
Right. And by the way, 10-ounce gloves.
Just so you know, 10 ounce ain't shit.
It ain't shit, dude.
It might as well be an MMA glove. I know everyone, because it looks like it covers the
100
hands.
now.
It's nothing.
It's so hard.
No, it's nothing.
No.
Because then you can also pack it harder.
Yeah.
So it's more of a weapon.
Yes, you can get knocked out
It's a
so
fucking,
easily.
they're clubs.
Oh.
The way boxers wrap their hands are fucking meat hitters.
That's right. People
They're
think it's soft. There's nothing soft. There's no give. It's like, oh.
So remember that same 10 ounce glove that Mike Perry's putting on? I don't know if he has big hands. Is the same 10 ounce glove Anthony Joshua puts on.
Oh my God.
So imagine it has to spread over his.
Oh my Lord.
So people think, oh, boxing's way safer. Oh, you stupid. Those are shovels, fuckface.
Correct.
Those are shovels, you fucking moron. Don't say that.
You're a fuckface because your face is gonna get fucked.
Yeah.
No,
I know you can't see
it's
their fingernails.
It's intriguing, man.
It's not even close
And
as
I
far as
believe
entertainment
Mike
wise.
Perry's also shorter than Jake.
Shorter,
probably.
yeah.
So he's going to be coming in.
There's an
turtling
advantage
up.
there.
I
There's
know
an advantage
you got to punch
when
down.
you're a brawler. There's an advantage to being shorter.
Throwing just those hooks, just going in. You know?
Because do you think you have more power when you're punching down or when you're punching up?
No, when you're punching up.
Yes.
Yeah. 6'1" versus probably what?
5'10".
5'10", yeah. Yeah, Mike's a fucking dog, man.
And then also think about this just from, what would you call it? Just from a fighter's longevity, from a fighter's career, from a fighter leaving the UFC, right? Getting cut from the UFC and going on to do big things. Mike Perry is the face of bare knuckle. He's being compensated very well. He's fought only legends. You go through, he's fought.
I would have never called
Michael
this
Venom
either.
Page, right? Yeah. Who's the fucking star of the ball right now for the UFC. He's fighting fucking our boy.
He fought him in bare knuckle.
He's fighting, yeah, and beat him.
God, Michael Venom.
Oh, and beat him. Made it bloody. Fuck. Oh, beat him. Yeah, beat him. Oh, in England.
Oh my Lord.
Yeah. So he went down there and did
Lord.
it. Yeah.
You're talking about it. So performance, when it comes to stepping up in a performance, this guy's so experienced. He's
been in there. I mean, his
He's a
UFC career
veteran.
was salty, but again, you're talking about a kid who got cut, had to reinvent himself. He's the face of bare knuckle. He's the guy. He's the face of bare knuckle, which is blown up. UFC's in cahoots with it. He's fought all these legends, and then now he's fighting Jake fucking Paul. And what do you think's after this? You don't think Logan's there? You don't think a Mike Tyson fight's possible? You don't think a Nate Diaz is interested in this?
100%.
All this shit.
100%.
Like all that's there for Mike Perry. How you can't cheer for that is wild.
I know.
Is wild.
I love it.
Because just so you know, most guys that leave the UFC are fucked. Because they're longer in the tooth. And now Francis went and did his thing and made money, right? And fought Fury and then got knocked out by Joshua. And now it's kind of over. It's kind of over. He might maybe get a Deontay Wilder. That PFL might. But what Mike's doing has never been done.
Never. That's really, it's
And
exciting.
he used the N-word before. And he's still doing the damn
Many
thing.
times, sir.
Well, he's 1% black. Juneteenth. Shout out to Mike Perry.
Many
Happy
times.
Juneteenth.
He somehow gets away with it because he's just people.
He's
are
1%.
Like, he's from Flint, Michigan, and he's just,
But also don't forget Mike Perry 3 or 4 years ago beat up a random dude in a sushi restaurant and he had charges filed against him.
Oh, he did. He also used to have his girlfriend corner him.
Dude, hilarious. Him and Jose Canseco, only ones I know. What hilarious.
Fantastic.
Savage. That's how you know you're losing.
Fantastic.
But so his girlfriend used to corner him. He has that whatever assault charge. He's doing all this stuff. And then you can go back and watch the fucking Schaub Show. When he announces he's having a kid, I go, watch out for Mike Perry.
Really?
Yep. I went, I would guarantee he gets his shit together.
Wow.
Someone will find this footage
fact?
when he posts he's having a kid. I went, oof, watch out for Mike Perry.
Dude, kids will build a fire under your ass, man.
And if you have children and it doesn't make you step your game up, fuck off.
Yeah, I agree.
You're a piece of shit.
I agree. Because it ain't about you.
No,
It isn't even a little bit about you.
And now imagine Mike Perry. Now, did he have the most round skill set in the UFC? No, but he's always a dog. He's always exciting. Yeah. But he was fighting for himself, and you can go kind of far if you're fighting for yourself.
Yeah,
but it's tough. It has to be bigger than you. So when I saw him having a kid, I went, "Uh-oh, watch out for Mike." Perry.
They say that.
Someone go and find that clip. You'll see. Yep. I go, Mike Perry. I guarantee he changed his life. Have you heard a thing about Mike Perry? I've been around Mike Perry.
Yeah,
I've been recently. I was in Florida with him, dude. A complete fucking 180. Great person, well respected, money in the bank, family man, kids, trains his ass off. Now he's fighting Jake fucking Paul.
So
if that ain't a success story,
it's such a beautiful story because
it's so rare.
It's so rare. They always say that the most dangerous soldiers. What they always say is if you're going to raise an army of mercenaries and you're going to invade another country, you better be put on notice because there's nothing more fierce than someone fighting out of love for their country, not because you're paying them. When you're fighting an army of people that are defending who they love, so that you have an army of people that are defending a way of life, defending the fact they're protecting their family, you better pack a lunch and have all the weaponry because your mercenaries can be turned like that.
100%.
Once they start losing, they're like, I ain't fighting with these guys.
Because you're fighting for something more than yourself.
You die for it.
All of it has to be more than yourself.
Yeah.
Joanna had to talk with me last night. It was probably like 9:00. Tiger had baseball practice, went to dinner, got home around 8:30, put him to bed. They're at summer camp, so they can go to bed a little later. And then we were sitting there. I was just like, fucking staring at the wall. The first time I sat down since, I don't know,
exhausted.
6 a.m. Besides working, talking. And she's like, you look exhausted. And I was telling her all this stuff I have going on. And she was like, well, I mean, why? And I was like, oh, why? The kids.
I love that.
Why?
I love that. Just relax. You need a break. My sister was saying that the other day. A break. I was like, a break.
I go like this.
A break. I can't.
This break you're describing, is that a English word? Are you speaking Portuguese?
If I had the money, if you give me $50 million, $20 million, whatever you want to give me, I mean, okay, but
still
right
no
now,
breaks. I can't. I'm a shark. I can't.
But even then, I can understand doing that, but I got bills.
I come up with crazy shit, man, all the time.
Got bills.
I come up with crazy shit. I got a million different forks.
I know very few people that can actually stop. Like I know some, some super rich people that could stop working.
I know one person in my life.
Yeah, because most people would you'd have to change your ways, and there are people that keep their.
But Joanna asked me this last night. She goes, "If you think if it's just me and you, if we didn't have the kids, you'd be like this." I went, "No. I would be in a 1-bedroom apartment, leasing it, driving some outlandish car that I can't afford.
Yeah."
And I'd have a bike, and I would probably just mosey around.
Yeah, you'd mosey.
I'd mosey around.
Yeah.
I'd probably tan as shit, walk it down Venice Beach barefoot.
Yep.
I'd still live in Venice.
Probably big, just big, kind of maybe even a bit of a belly.
I'd do all the steroids. Yeah. I'd do all this, probably some drugs, let's be honest.
Probably some drugs. Knowing you, just some drugs.
Probably would have gotten into meth.
Yep. Just some, just the wrong girls would be like, you want to do some blow? And you'd be like, I mean, we're here.
It's Tuesday.
It's Tuesday
on
3:00, and the waves are crashing.
I probably would have got in with the wrong crowd. I probably would have got recruited by the Hells Angels, and then they would want me to be muscle form, and they'd be like, "Dude, you're too friendly." I'm like, "I know, but I need the drugs." They're like, "Dude, well, you got to beat that guy." I'm like, "Hey, why? He has kids. I can't."
Back in the day,
and then they kicked me out.
in the day, we'd do a podcast, and then Angelina would have apple pie and stuff. We'd be like, "We've kind of earned it.
Woo!
Let's eat some pie." Then we'll go to dinner.
So when I do a lot of my truck stuff is all down south, like Orange County, San Diego, Oceanside.
Yeah.
When I come back, I don't care if it's a longer drive or nothing. I go down Abbott, I stop at Jelena, and I sit there.
Do you?
Yep. And I think about the good times we had.
Yeah, dude.
And I eat.
The Abercrombie Fight Club.
Yep. And then my son loves that pizza, and I get a whole whole cheese pizza for him. It's his best.
So my son.
Fuck you, New York. Fuck you, Chicago. The best pizzas off Abbott Kennedy.
My son
Jelena Takeaway. Not Jelena the restaurant.
No.
It has to be GTA.
Yep. Jelena Takeaway. My son every Monday, Tuesday, because I pick him up at school. We go and work out. But after that, it's Jelena. He needs that pizza. It'll fuck you. It'll ruin you. It'll ruin that pizza.
Those were such good times.
Oh,
You know, I just sit there after a pod in Playa Vista.
you
At a Kenny Fight Club.
You would wear a tank top, and we called you Hungry Eyes because all the girls would check you out with the shoulders for days.
Yep.
And then you'd be like, I don't want to eat too much. I'm going to get fat. And you'd be like,
Yeah,
"Just
I'd
get
order all
one
this
more
food
piece."
and then I'd hide it till the girls left.
You would hide it until the girls left. It was great. I was like, you're just.
I'd be like, I'm picking up stuff from my
You would
friends.
get so insecure. I'd bring him to Hollywood parties, and he just wasn't used to like how small everybody was in Hollywood. And then one day we're all hanging out, and I'm holding court, this, that, and the other thing, and he was all insecure because he didn't know. He's like, "What is this?" And I just get.
I was
he would
dressed.
stand-
I was always dress fly though.
Oh
at
yeah,
those
yeah,
things.
yeah. And you would stand with your legs super spread apart.
Still
and
do.
at one point, I'm just sitting there talking like that, and I just get you just lean down in my ear. I just hear, "I'm enormous."
Yeah.
I'm enormous, and I don't fit in here.
Do you?
Is Godfrey here?
Hi.
We gotta take a break.
Whoa!
Let's take a little break.
Whoa,
Let me
Pele!
see.
Whoa,
What's
bro,
up, big dog?
Pele? Bro, the Nigerian prince up in here? Come on, baby. Let's take a little break because Chin, you and I are going fishing in Alaska, Sportsman's Cove Lodge, sport fishing. We're going to be in Southeast Alaska. I don't even know where that is. But either way, they've got 5 boats. It's 6 guests to a boat. They've got a 3-to-1 angler to crew ratio, okay? Meaning you've always got one person for 3 people. You have a 1-to-1 staff to guest ratio for excellent hospitality and experience. The food is the best in the industry. It's all locally sourced. The facilities are the best in the industry. So go to alaskasbestlodge.com. They're currently running a sale of $800 off any June dates. There's a discount code of TFATK, TFATK, at checkout for 10% off your first trip. There are a limit of 6 slots per person. You buy one, get one, limit of 1 per person. June 29th to July 2nd, July 6th to July 9th, July 9th, July 13th. Go fishing. I could have given you $800.
Goes a little higher.
Yeah.
Little ride.
Tank, 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 tank,
Ride,
tank, 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 tank.
Good jam.
Dun, 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 tank, 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 tank.
Godfrey's in the house,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, is it start?
We're on, dog.
Oh!
Here we go.
Finally.
Finally.
It's seen this motherfucker. It's so
Dude, come on.
long.
He's only been podcasting for 15 years.
we were always trying to get you on, and then you'd
Were
be
you?
like, yeah, because we talked for a bunch. Like you were like, I was like, when are you on? We were talking for a while because you were in town, I think.
Everybody was all over the place. I understand
I
that.
don't know, man.
But he would come in.
I've seen
know.
mad clips
You
of
would come
guys.
on the weekend, and then we'd be here on Monday, Tuesdays. So it never worked out.
Because you live in New York.
Yes, and everybody does. That's what I love about comedians. Everybody does their shit on Tuesday or Monday, the safe days before
Yep.
we have to take off.
Yep.
That's
It's
it.
the Tuesday, maybe Wednesday, if that. But it's usually, if
Monday,
I can get my
Tuesday,
shit
maybe
Tuesday,
Wednesday.
Monday, good. Sometimes we're coming back that Monday.
That's right.
Sure as hell
If I
not
can
a
get it
Thursday.
in,
That's right.
Tuesday is a nice neutral day. That's why I
Yes.
get my buzz cut every Tuesday.
Every Tuesday,
My
man.
boy Youssef, my Moroccan barber for 20 years.
Damn.
He'd be like this, hey, well, you in LA? LA, that's LA shit. Ah, motherfucker, man, what are you doing? He's Arab and North African.
Yes.
You know how legit it is to have a barber that you know you're going to get a
That's New York.
guaranteed good cut every time?
Oh, man, I feel handsome when I leave.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know when you get
knows you
someone
'cause
does
he
your
knows
hair
your
and you
face.
feel handsome.
You walk out-
You look the same, but you feel
different.
more handsome.
I go to
than what you
Floyd's.
were.
You could feel the wind.
You know what I do? I do a lot of Jason Statham turns when I get my haircut. I'm like,
Sharp
it's Statham. You know Statham's.
And just so they see the thickness in your neck.
I wish I had a barber I'd go to every time and you have a legit haircut.
Yeah.
Every time
I go to Floyd's and it's just a crapshoot. And I go,
Well,
"Okay."
when you're in New York, you can walk to your shop. In New York, when
Yes.
you've been in New York as long as he's
Yes.
been, you have all your spots.
You know the lay of the land.
He goes
Got
down and
your
he does the cellar. They got 4 spots now. So you're doing
4
You can do
rooms.
8
75 shows a
you-
week.
You can
Damn.
do literally
15 a
the
day.
stand.
15 a day. How about that? You can do 8 sets a week.
It's a campus now.
Yeah.
It's literally comedy
And
campus.
you guys are going from spot to spot. There's
Yeah.
always an audience.
Yeah. After COVID, Village Underground, which is across from Blue Note, it used to be just a bar, hangout.
I love the Village.
They went, okay, it was music in the bottom. Now it's all comedy.
Oh, wow.
Then the top, they was like, the bar is comedy now. And there used to be a pool table. Now it's comedy. And the lounge, which used to be a cool ass lounge, comedy.
Damn.
So it's
Bro.
lounge, bar, downstairs, and around the corner.
That's why
Stage at in every area.
Every area.
That's why there's so many good
It's
comics.
packed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
New York
it's-
different.
And you literally, because back in the day when you were in New York, what, 98?
Yeah, well, 90.
We used to run around the city. It would be all of us, Burr, me, you, Patrice. It was Geraldo. I just saw Jim Norton in the airport. Jim Norton,
Brewer,
Colin Quinn,
Brewer,
Mark Maron,
everybody.
Brewer. It was all of us.
All of us.
The runners, Wanda Sykes, all of us running around. Rock was around.
Chris
Everybody
Rock,
was around.
Tony Rock, Chris
And we
Rock.
would do, on average, and
Jim
it'd be
Gaffigan.
Gaffigan,
All of us.
5 a night. You
Easy.
do about 5-6 shows a night. Do the math.
You just get in a cab and just go
30
down.
something to 40s up the comic strip, stand up New York.
Just raps.
Boston
Raps.
Comedy Club.
Start uptown, go all the way downtown.
Oh, downtown, uptown.
And then would they pay you like they do now?
Yeah,
Like 25
yeah,
bucks
yeah.
a spot?
What did you say?
25?
A lot more than that.
a lot more than $100, $150.
Yeah, yeah,
on the
yeah, yeah.
weekend.
Oh, I've been getting 25.
No, I know. no, comedy store. So just so you know,
Yeah.
a lot of guys in New York, you can pay your rent if you're
No doubt.
If you're a regular.
That's why I'm saying doing that many
Oh,
sets,
yeah.
I assume,
You can
as a
walk
working
with-
comic.
Yeah, you'll get a couple thousand in your pocket.
100%.
And this is like a week.
Yeah.
And then by the time you haven't even really gone to your ATM yet, and then the next Sunday you're doing more shows again.
So that's why a lot of New York guys are like, fuck
Why
the
go-
road.
why go the road?
Like, I'll
Yeah,
just
so
stay
lot-
here.
Yeah, they'll stay there, which is good. But
And bad.
you want to be right. There's the
It gets-
caveat.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
like,
Because my thing, are you a comic? Of course you are, but I'm saying, let's say like you're at the comedy store, you just play the comedy store,
Yeah.
you're breaking even, you're making your nut,
Yeah.
but you're not actually a traveling comic like on the road.
right. You got to do road.
You got to do an hour.
Have to. You
need an
have to
hour.
do road. You
Yeah.
have to know, how am I in Texas? Because New York is great, or even if you're in the store and you're really, it depends on how you're doing your comedy, how you're working your shit out. Some people waste their time on stage. But you can do good shit in New York, right? I mean, New York makes you sharp. Man, it makes you sharp because you're around a tell.
Sharps.
You're around and the
Yeah.
writing and even look at guys like Marill and Mark Norman.
Yeah,
These
Sam and
fuckers
Mark,
are
yeah.
joke factories, man.
Yep.
Always working new. I was just with Marill yesterday, and just to watch his new shit, I'm like, God
He's
damn,
so good.
Always writing, always
just
working.
prolific because they're writers, because they're not the physical guy like us. We're like, we do a lot of body shit, but they're just the writing.
They're
Bum,
writing
bum,
savage.
bum.
Yeah, have you ever seen Mark? He has a like a stack of papers. He'll just have an idea and write it on the
Yeah.
paper.
Yeah.
He'll go on Rogan. Like I get like he'll be sitting on it. He gets it out. It's literally a fucking
Yeah, and-
trapper keeper of jokes.
Right.
He'll get an idea and write the
yeah.
joke.
There's guys like that. There's guys like us, but that are just on stage all the motherfucking time. And you got a guy like so you're around that shit. But then in New York, you got all this
Standard.
good shit.
You're reminded of the standard and where the bar is.
Where
all
the
time.
bar is. And so, but when you go on the road, I tell some of these guys that are going on the road, they're hitting a reality check because they go, damn, I'm in a half empty room. I go, yeah, well, that's the reality.
You're in Fort Wayne.
If the algorithm hasn't worked for you,
Yeah.
you know, but in reality, 9% of motherfuckers are facing empty rooms. Like, but it's not anything against you.
No,
you just got to
you
work
gotta
it
build.
out.
You got to build that audience.
And
Yeah.
I remember a guy, I don't know if you remember, oh God, what's his name? Jeff Sewell. Jeff Sewell, Houston Improv, Dallas Improv, Tom runs all of those. He just bought the San Antonio one, LOL.
Oh, nice.
So
Oh yeah, sure.
Jeff
I'm doing,
Sewell
I'm
was
doing
his,
San Antonio in July.
it's, man, I'm finally selling that room out.
Oh, it's great.
It took strong 7-8 years.
Thank you, sir.
Because that's a
Thank you,
big
sir.
ass room with big ass
high
ceilings.
ceilings.
And the
Fuck
dude,
yes.
and the
Green
dude that
ceilings.
bought it, the dude is a British guy who owns the La Quintas. You know the La Quinta family?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
He was just bored, and his wife liked comedy. He goes, "Oh, I'll just buy that
Gangster.
comedy." And a real nice guy, Bruce. He
Yeah.
just didn't give a fuck. Didn't really promote it. And the guy that runs it is a British dude. I forgot.
I
that
know
runs
him.
it. You know,
Yeah, he's
good,
great.
good guy.
Good
Yeah.
guy.
And he goes, yeah, it's just, he just had it. And then he left, he retired.
Right.
And they moved. And so Tom, who owns Houston Improv, Dallas, and Addison, bought that one.
All
and
good
now,
clubs.
and he put up a San Antonio sign there.
Oh, wow.
Oh, now it's starting to,
That's
it's starting
good because I'm there July 12th,
it's,
13th, 14th.
it's starting to You can feel it.
And that's a great market too.
And it's very
Love that market.
It's very that
Mexican,
demographic is very
military,
Mexican, heavily
love it.
Mexican,
And they're
Latino.
great.
and all like guys like what's his name, like Steve Trevino and those guys, they murder there because it's Mexican.
Yep.
But now podcasting, it's working. I tell people, man, you have it with us guys. I say you got to have the tenacity of an average comic. Have the tenacity of an untalented comic because they're relentless.
100%.
Talented motherfuckers be like, what? Doing that shit?
I don't need to know TikTok. You better start dancing. I tell Bryan, you better start dancing. You better catch that algorithm and start dancing.
I literally have the attitude of a shitty comic
Yeah.
because I will do whatever it
gotta
takes
hustle.
to
Sell
get
tickets.
numbers.
You gotta hustle.
And you know, you have. I'm sorry.
You got the Ontario Improv this weekend.
I'm an Ontario Improv, which has been
That's a big boy too, but it's that Latino
but it's been
market.
really good to me.
Latino market.
But it's my crowds are mixed, which is great. My crowds are always mixed.
Yep.
Got a strong African American presence, strong Latin. It's like it's always
That's what
mixed.
you want.
Even if it's in a strong, like depending, like if I'm in Baltimore, which is black, like black strong, it's 85% African American. If I'm in Cleveland, strong, I still get a mixture of people
That's
here
good.
and there.
That's good
But
thing.
you always want your own folks
For sure.
as your cushion.
Do you ever play up-
Always.
you ever
You want
play up-
people that look like
Always,
you
yep.
to see you. What's
Yep.
up?
Do you ever play up the Nigerian angle?
Like the fact that I'm Nigerian?
I just feel like
fuck
there are a
you
lot
mean,
of
man?
Nigerians in this country that would come and see you.
Yeah. You know what?
No.
No.
See?
Because Nigerians are arrogant. And I'm saying this, they're very, because they'll be like, why do I have to
They
go and
usually
see
have
you?
5 degrees. They're super
Yeah,
educated.
well, I don't.
You should come here.
I have to
You
wake
should-
up to go to work. For what? I'm a doctor. I'm an engineer. I have to wake up, have meetings in the. Why I have
They're
to see
busy,
you?
man.
I know you. I see you on TV. I can't. Yeah, I'm being.
That's 100%
100% true. Usman came to see me.
Oh, nice.
Tomorrow, Usman. You know, I know how to sign. You were Nigerian, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
Usman came.
I love that shit.
He was like, "Yo, dude,
Where at?
I'm in town. I want to come see you." It came like 2 years ago.
Okay.
And we hung out and but I don't get a whole rush of Nigerians coming
Yeah,
to see me.
That's
Yeah.
so
I get
funny.
I get different Africans or Ethiopia. I'm from Zimbabwe. But it's not a whole bunch.
It's not like
Conservative.
it's
They're
not
also
like
super
they're very
yeah,
conservative.
it's not like Joe Coy with the Filipino.
no, they go, oh my God, Joker is going to be a fucker.
So 5 minutes.
Russell Peters,
Nigerian.
Africans, shit, they're too hip. It's just like,
I almost dig it. Yeah, I almost dig it.
And I was
dig
born
it.
here too, so they already have that against me.
Oh, yeah.
Like you're not. You are born here.
Yeah, it's different.
You're not.
What?
I mean, you are Nigerian. No, listen. You are. Your both of you. Your sister was born there, but you.
You get it.
You're not.
How do your parents
So we
feel?
just not going to come and see because we don't.
We like
and I'm
you.
100%. Me and my brother. See, and what's fucked up is I can't even get the Civil War because my parents left because of Civil War. Like that's most
Oh my God.
immigrant.
Between the Igbo and the Yoruba?
But you know about that? That was the Biafra War in the 60s.
I know.
This guy fucking.
Dude,
know my Nigerian.
should teach.
I can tell you stories of me and Bryan, how he broke down wine grapes to me
Oh yeah.
at fucking Greenblatt's.
Yeah.
He was at
He knows his
Greenblatt's
shit.
doing Bryan Callen.
Yeah.
Let me tell you about this wine.
Yeah, he knows his shit.
It depends on the weather.
Yeah.
It depends on the
Yeah.
valley,
Yeah.
the fucking vine, the soil.
Oh, yeah.
Remember? And you go, see this wine here?
He knows his shit.
doing his shit.
I know.
Yeah.
I've never seen this shit in my life. I didn't know.
Yeah.
I'm not a drinker really at all. But my ex-girl she's like phenomenal. She was did sommelier shit, all kind of
yeah.
shit. But
Different level.
I've never had my shit broken down until people missed out on Bryan Callen in his fucking jeans and his t-shirt. Just this one here. It's a good wine.
No, he's still doing it. No, he's still doing
He goes,
it.
this is a man's
Did it
wine.
No,
last
he
night.
did it last
Did it
night.
last night.
But I picked up from him because I used to drink with him and his friends. We'd have wine. I don't know shit.
Yo,
I'm like,
he's
yeah,
so cultured. Yo, Bryan's so motherfucking
cultured
cultured.
like a motherfucker.
Although I'm also an idiot. I was at a restaurant last night with my wife and Sasha Vujačić, who played for the Lakers.
yeah.
That's a great guy.
Sasha Vujačić.
Yeah. How do you say his last name?
Sasha Vujačić.
Yeah,
Vujačić,
I
are you
love
from
him.
there?
He's
No, but I worked with him.
so he's
Oh, that's why she knows
That's my
Vujačić.
boy. I love that guy. He's
His
funny
wine is
fucking great.
amazing.
And you just
Is
met
he
him last
from
night?
Russia?
No. I hang with him all the time.
Oh,
You just met him last night?
No, he's one of the guys I always see.
Is it Poland, Russia?
Slovenian.
He's Serbian. So Sasha's one of those guys
Handsome
that
bastard.
we have our
Let's see.
hangout in Manhattan Beach. But my wife yesterday, we're hanging out
okay. Yeah, I
talking.
know.
He never gets
He
paid.
looks
or anything.
sad there. All right, no.
Well, so we're hanging out, and my wife literally, as I'm standing there, we were talking about wine because he has a winery
Yeah.
called Alexander, and he gave me this amazing bottle of wine.
Yeah.
And we're walking, and my wife, how about this is my wife? Literally, Sasha's 6'7", and my wife goes, "I'm sorry." And I go, she goes, "Are you trying to be taller right now?"
Hilarious.
And I go, "Your back is so straight and your neck is so long." And he started laughing so hard. And she was like, and she starts doing this. And I was like, you know what? That's exactly what I'm
That's
doing.
you.
I'm trying to get just a couple inches.
But Bryan with wine, if you listen, I've heard that bit, I don't know, since been together 100 times with the wine stuff. But now I know my shit kind of enough to where I'm around people. I go,
Yeah.
this might go to, I go,
Yeah.
it's earthy.
Yeah.
And dude, that's
There's
enough.
tones.
That's enough.
enough.
That's enough where they're like, respect.
I go like this. I'll do this, and a lot of times it's about taste. Sometimes I'll go, "Oh, I like this. It's smooth for me."
Yeah.
It's not this. There's no after. Then they'll go, "Actually, this is a really good wine."
Yeah.
Just by feel, I can
Yes.
do it.
Yeah.
By feel, it's not the most expensive. Doesn't mean it's going to be the best.
Correct.
It's another thing. Also, the oxidation. The oxidation
Wild.
thing is important.
The grapes,
Let it
the
breathe.
beer.
Yeah, the breed,
The weather.
You're not understanding what you missed. This motherfucker was 20 minutes going to bottle because Greenblatt's had a huge.
Yeah. And I had a captive audience.
Oh, and he was like this right here. This is wine. This is just.
But even halfway in, he could be full of shit. Halfway in, you're in.
It's Callen.
Yeah,
I'm
I know.
not missing this.
No.
It's like when fucking Katt Williams did this Club Shay Shay. Whether he was lying or not, it was fantastic.
entertaining.
Fun.
Because Earthquake can't read. So you're gonna tell me it was and Earthquake can read because he was in the Air Force.
50 million views.
It was
Like
70.
50. Is it 70
It's
now?
the highest interview in history.
And his ticket sales went
Oh, yeah, 70.
Just off that.
He's
No jokes?
Rich he's famous forever. From that.
Forever.
Never not
How
gonna
is
be
it? Yeah,
famous.
he's such a Katt Williams. First of all, brilliant comic.
Great comic.
Like I've
Brilliant.
seen that dude do comedy where I
Brilliant.
was at the comedy store and I was like, oh, like it's rare that I'll see somebody
Yeah,
go,
yeah.
I'm
Top five.
I might be JV right now.
Yeah.
Like he's that good. I was
He's-
like,
yeah.
how the fuck is he this good? And he was playing with there was a band and he was doing shit. I was like, he's just you know what he is? He's a fucking
Original.
virtuoso.
He's
It's like-
original.
It's jazz, man. It was jazz.
He's
just
like a
talking
Coltrane's,
smooth.
Yeah.
and he's just
He is.
his voice.
He's
It's like
brilliant.
Snoop Dogg.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what he does. It's just
it
the
works.
coolest shit.
Yeah,
But he's
Yeah,
also
it's
he-
natural.
He's also got jokes. He's also got
jokes.
concepts. He's also
Oh, yeah.
No, yeah. He's very.
pimpin'.
But,
Little-
he,
but
but
a
he's
little
a
crazy.
thinker.
A little crazy?
He's a little
Brilliant.
eccentric.
Okay.
Eccentric, but he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
It's organized chaos, you know. And what I love about him is he's a thinker and he's talking real shit. Even though you hear this and all that. He's like, just like this government poisoning you, motherfucker. He's spitting real shit.
agreed.
Yeah.
He's a thinker like I am, like you. We're thinkers.
He
And when
went on
you-
Rogan. Even on Rogan, he was like,
Yeah, aliens. And
Yeah,
the whole,
but
I was
you-
hoping he would snap on.
He's
Rogan,
always
but he's-
entertaining. He's going to get you to listen.
There's never-
It's like he lubricates the
Yeah.
ideas
Yes.
with
Yeah.
with shit where you're like,
Yeah.
wait, what's he saying?
It's
Yeah,
the way
he
he
slips
delivers
shit
it.
in.
He's not
the way it's
uninteresting.
delivered. It's so easy to
Yes.
consume
Yeah.
where you gotta pay attention.
And you wanna be in the same room as him.
The one dude, and I only spent one evening with him, with me and Dove Davidoff. The one guy who was, it's rare you meet somebody who's an original thinker who says shit and breaks shit down where you're
Yeah.
like, I never thought of it that way, especially
Joe
when you get to
Biden.
it. Patrice O'Neill.
Patrice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Bro.
That was my guy.
He was, you guys hung.
Patrice, we would go to his barbecue. It's on YouTube. Me, Patrice, Hannibal Buress. I think Jim had left, and Rich. But we go every year.
Rich Voss. Love Rich.
Do you like my act?
Rich Voss comes
Give it
in.
up for all my opening acts.
I haven't seen Rich in a long time. He comes in. I'm in the green room. He goes like this. He walks by and he goes, "Need coffee." Would you just like that. And he comes back and he goes, "Milk too." Just
Hey, tell what Bob Saget did you.
Bob
Saget,
died.
rest
2
in
weeks
peace.
I know.
before,
What a
2 weeks,
beautiful
about
dude.
2 or 3
This
weeks
is
before
great,
he
though.
died. He's on the plane. He's in first class. And he looks.
You're getting on the plane. Brian's getting on the plane, walking past Bob.
He walks by. I go, Bob. He goes, Brian. I go, how you doing? He goes, what are you doing? I go, not much. He goes, where you come from? I said, I was doing a gig. Just like, oh, nice. He goes, where you sitting? I go, 8A. And he goes, in coach? And I go, yeah, I couldn't, I had to get the flight, and he goes, then I won.
That's so great.
And then
In front of everybody.
Yeah, he goes,
I won. I won.
where you been? He goes, did you get canceled? I go, yeah. He goes, for your comedy or what was it? He was just brutal.
Savage.
Savage. Then the guy walks by. The guy comes out of the bathroom and he goes, that guy walked by and farted in my mouth. You see that? Right in my mouth. I was just, everything he would say was funny. Everything he said was fucking funny. He's never not funny. Bob Saget. I love him so much.
I got Bob Saget some ass, though. I remember that. Yes. We were at some party. Damn, it was by that. What's that? Oh, that restaurant off of Beverly. Damn it. Something we were at, and we're all there, and Bob's like, he sees this hot ass Asian.
Was it
chick.
Mastro's or something?
It's
like
right.
the
What's
steakhouse?
that
What is it?
restaurant?
Wally's.
It's by the Beverly
Crustacean?
Center. By the that.
Oh, sushi. Sushi
It's
Roku?
the breakfast place. Damn it.
I'll look up.
Right,
It's red. I see red. It's like a restaurant. Fuck.
Yeah.
But we were at some spot right near there, party, and he goes, and we're standing there talking, and he goes, look at that. Oh, that chick, holy shit. She was a bad Asian chick, right? I said, I'll go over there and get it for you. He goes, are you serious? I go, I got you, dog. I just went over there because it was for him.
Yeah.
So I was like,
I got you,
So I just went, yes, full house, Bob Saget, want to meet you and shit. Want you. She goes, oh, God. He ended up,
Really?
I got it for him.
God
He
bless.
He goes,
Alley-oop.
He always goes, Godfrey, I will never forget that.
He wasn't putting it on. He was very.
Yeah.
But Bob would come off. I never saw him not kill. Just the way, like
Right.
with you, I never
Yeah.
saw him not kill a room. But he'd get off and go, this wasn't that good. What the fuck are you talking about?
So funny.
Yeah,
I won.
I remember
I
it was
won.
Stephen
I
Wright.
won.
Like, there's a good one with Stephen Wright. Stephen Wright would come to the Laugh Factory sometimes.
Strange guy, germaphobe.
But I love his
Oh.
album.
Yeah.
If I Had a Pony is my album, that first album.
One of the
And-
most unique voices ever.
ever. And he was like, he had a big beard. And he's like, hey, Godfrey, what's up? I was like, hey, Stephen Wright. I was
Do you
like,
remember
what's up?
him? You're a little young, Bob.
Stephen Wright.
Stephen Wright.
Boston
Stephen Wright was
legend.
really big in the '80s.
Yes.
he was huge. He's like if you were in a car, and
Yeah.
you were driving.
Yeah.
No, I've never seen him.
But that's Stephen Wright. On the right is what we know Stephen Wright. That's Stephen Wright. Listen
Yeah.
to his stand-up. Watch.
just a little
Very
Oh, that's on Carson.
thought-provoking. Here you go. And he was on Carson.
During the day, I'm a parking attendant at Los Angeles Airport. I park jets. I think they're gonna let me go though, because I keep locking the keys in them. Today I was on an 86-foot stepladder trying to get in the window with a coat hanger.
This is the kind of shit he would do.
It's that type of shit.
Oh,
great.
man, yeah.
He's like,
He took-
I had some powdered water. I didn't know what to add to it.
Yeah, he did Saturday Night Live. He did.
That's so stupid.
He's just
It's
that
so
guy.
That's how
good.
he would think.
And then there was what's
in
his
my-
name?
I was-
Mitch Hedberg was not the
my
same,
God.
but he was more hippie
Yeah.
and did those kind of thought provoking. I remember being at the back of the Laugh Factory, the area in the back by the bar.
Spent a lot of time back there.
Oh, yeah, and we see this girl walk by, hot as shit. And he goes, "That was nice." I was like, "Yeah."
That was nice.
He's like this. That was nice. Fucking great. He just turns with his Boston hat, beard. He's like,
That was nice.
That was nice.
That's all he needed.
That's all he needed.
It's all he needed just to watch it.
It reminds me. Morgan Freeman said that about Clint Eastwood as a director. He goes. He's like, I love Clint. I love Clint because Clint will see us. Clint's not like all these other directors. Clint would go, yeah, that's about right. It's a fucking man.
He doesn't say action either.
No.
Really?
He goes, okay.
But that's so cool. Though.
Of course,
So
it's
cool.
so cool.
He goes, yeah, that's about good. That's great. Let's move
Yeah.
on.
Still doing it, by the way. He's 94.
Well, about 94
Yeah.
now. 94.
Because didn't he direct and starred in, was that Grand?
Gran Torino.
Torino.
He's 94 years old. And he's so old now, and he's still doing it. And what a life he's had. What a life.
94.
Composing music and everything else. He's an old school motherfucker.
I mean,
when
and-
he dies.
Damn, it says children, Scott, Kyle, Francisca, more.
Oh, yeah, he's got a lot of kids.
There's so many kids you got to click on
Yes,
more.
more because he's with his Latin chick, I think.
Yeah,
He had
wasn't the
babies
best
with a-
dad, apparently. Just like he just was
Well,
spent
he
a lot of
shouldn't
time.
have been.
Right.
He was riding a horse, kill his
Right.
Clint Eastwood, bro.
Outlaw.
Yeah,
Correct.
Josie Wales.
Outlaw Josie Wales?
I have
Pale Rider?
I have 4 Clint Eastwood T-shirts, and people just go, yeah.
Hell yeah.
I got the Good and Bad, the Ugly. I got Outlaw Josie Wales. It's the baddest shit.
Said about 6 lines every fucking movie. And just kind of always looked like he had a headache. Man.
Fellini film. And they said, my old manager said, that's how movie stars, they don't say a lot. It's the close-ups that make them a star.
right.
Like Steve McQueen. Doesn't say a lot.
Nah.
He's just a
And
McQueen.
you know who's the
Fucker.
opposite?
Just put the
You
camera
know who's
on
the
him.
opposite of that? This guy. Hey, look at me.
don't
Woohoo!
shut up.
Like,
You don't shut the fuck
I've never
up.
been cool.
But you always talk about being a man. You got to fucking act that way, bro.
I'm
Yeah,
not
facts.
though. My
Godfrey's
girl,
right,
my girl
man.
one time was like, "Stop trying to be a brooding actor. You're a jackass. Just be that." Fuck. I want to be Chris Walken. I want to be.
But those days of like Clint Eastwood, some of those like real
Bronson.
stars.
There was Charles Bronson.
until we
Steve
until we
McQueen.
see it again. The times make men. The times make
Oh,
men.
I disagree. I think with Hollywood and like because the fourth wall's broken now.
Yes.
Like remember, like when I was a kid, I loved Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah.
There was no. I only saw them in the movies,
Right.
or they would jump on Jay
Yeah.
Leno for 3 minutes.
Right.
But they
It
were
was a
they were
mystery.
unicorns.
Yes.
I
Well,
didn't know
that's
their
how it was.
politics.
Yeah.
They're not on TikTok
You didn't
making
even know
fucking
they were- you didn't even know
pies.
they were doing steroids. You were like, that was just how they are. They're just muscular.
My dad told
You know
me
what
very
fucked
early.
up though? You know what got fucked up? His reality shows ruined everything.
Correct.
Everything.
And that reality show's been around 20 something years.
Yeah.
And it ruined it. It kind of blurred the line. Now everybody they were like moving into the real superstars lanes. I mean, you got people who are literally like stars that are bums, like because we watch them on these dumb relationship shows, right? They'll be like, "Oh,
No
Summer
talent.
House and the
Yeah, no talent.
right?" And it's Summer House at the and you're going, "Wait, Paul Newman, this fucker?"
Oh, it'd be like red
The
carpet,
situation.
100%.
Cool
Yeah.
guy, but Jesus,
You're
what?
The talent level, the barrier of entry. It's like imagine there was like 10 stars in the 80s, like legit
Yeah.
star. Now the red carpet, like Leonardo DiCaprio. It's the girl from Real Housewives of Irvine.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? No.
Why are
No,
you
no.
on the same?
Keep
there
her
should
away
be-
from him.
There should be 2 carpets. There should be like a fucking purple carpet.
Yes.
For bombs.
Yes.
And then there's a red one. There
For
should
talent.
It should be rank and file. It should be like the Olympics, bitch. You're fucking bronze. You stand on that little shit right there.
Does it come back though? Do movies?
I don't think.
come back?
I think
know.
those days are. I think movies come back. Sorry to interrupt you.
No, it does,
I think
right?
the movies come back. I just think the day and age of legit superstars, where
It's
when a
gone.
movie comes out, you take the family to see it. Those days are done.
They're done, huh?
Well,
done.
they even Faison Love. Faison
Oh, yeah.
goes. The movie industry is done. So there's really no industry anymore.
Streaming.
I mean, when you see a film, they've already chosen who they wanted. You know, Brad
now-
Pitt and all those
and
guys
now
got their people. They go, let's just shoot this
now,
shit.
now they're consolidating too. So the days of actors making money and shit are gone.
Well, but to your point, dude, like
Yeah.
Brad Pitt, you see a movie, he owns a production studio that did
Well,
it.
at
Like,
this
he's
point,
yeah,
yeah.
at this point, and now he's at
And
that
Clooney
level.
and them can wake up and go, want to shoot something? Fuck it. They're billionaires. This guy's, but
I don't think it's good. I don't like. I think like you'll see kids like on YouTube or TikTok, and I sound like an old fart, but it's just like, man, that's not stardom. That's not talent.
No, it's not.
Like, that's not good.
But it goes back down to bottom line numbers. Look it. I always do this little comparison. I always have this character called Sock Puppet Pete because you'll go to let's say you go to like what improv, right? You know, you've been pumping it up, right? Tickets are decent. Hey, good numbers, good.
Yeah.
You go there, you go, yo, man. You had this guy, Sock Puppet Pete, man. He was here. He sold out like 11. He added new shit. You added shows, man. Sock Puppet Pete. And you see this motherfucker with a puppet like, you're like, who the fuck is that?
He started last week, bro.
Yeah, he's like, he got the algorithm, man. Dude's huge on TikTok. Got about like 100 million on this one thing he did with a sock puppet. And it's fucking... And it's
So
like
true,
some dude
bro.
going, yo, he had a matinee show. He had a 4, he had a 5 o'clock,
Yeah.
at 6 o'clock.
So he's
7
flying
o'clock.
privately.
Fucking sock puppet
Yeah.
Pete.
man.
And I
But
gotta
you're
watch a picture of him, and there's no picture of me in this club, but there's sock puppets like,
It's promoting his dates.
You're so
behind
right,
you,
bro.
Promoting his dates.
You're so right.
Hey, man.
that's what's,
You're in his mouth. Just a tiny picture of you in
But
his
you know
mouth.
what, Godfrey? But you know what? You know why that stuff doesn't bother me too much?
how come?
It doesn't last.
It won't last. How long you say you've been doing it?
Oh,
How long you
God.
been doing it?
Shit.
Oh,
70
30
years?
To
bro.
30, probably
real,
going 30 years.
Charlie
30
Chaplin. You're doing it with Charlie Chaplin.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
so you're talking about, like, you have the skill set and the talent where it's going to go on when.
Oh, that's not going to, it's starting to dwindle. Oh, no. Listen,
My buddy said that about, like, not to be, but with comics,
Yeah.
like, my buddy said, you can perform anywhere for any audience, anywhere in the world, and you're going to make them laugh, no matter what. You don't need your own audience. You can go.
I can go.
And I was like,
don't matter.
Doesn't matter.
We got it in our pocket. We
It's
had
a
mic
certain
in our
skill
pocket.
set.
We'd
It's a
go-
certain
we could
certain
just
skill
run on the
set.
stage. Yeah.
It's like the really good mechanics. Like, you're always going to have a job.
yeah,
we're always going to have a job.
Yeah.
Like, it's like,
thank God. Fuck.
yeah.
You might not get paid the most, but you're always going to be able to work.
I was going to say, I had a thought and I forgot. Shit.
I interrupted you because I was talking about
No, I had a good thought too about when I was in Houston Improv, Jeff Sewell, he doesn't manage the clubs anymore. He used to like take us to press and all this other shit. He was there since the 80s. I mean, there's a picture of him and Brad Garrett like in 89.
Oh, wow.
You know, he was the guy that took us to press and was
Yeah,
managing.
the worst.
So he doesn't do it anymore. But he broke down because we were like hanging out because we'd hang out at Montreal. He was like, we hung out. We would go eat. We were foodies.
Yeah.
So we go eat
Love that.
all the Texas rib places. And he would, one time we were at in the office till like 1 a.m. He was breaking down shit. He goes, you see this comic here? He's always bitching about how come I don't why don't you book me? I go, and he goes, let me tell you the deal with this shit. He broke it all down. He says, we are a beverage and food company.
Restaurant.
That's
It's a
it, bro.
restaurant.
The comedy is just happens to be
That's
there.
it.
Correct.
We trying to get, you know how much
You
we
gotta sell that
We
shit.
make our money off the drinks
He
and
showed
food.
me the overhead. He goes, this is what we spend on fries. And I go, this is what we spend
staff.
on the drinks. Now we
that's why
got,
you need a lot of
now we
customers'
got
money.
electricity to run. Then now we got staff. So now we go, who's going to pay this bill?
Correct.
So we go and look at the tiers of comics. Okay, we'll bring Gabriel in for this one to knock this out.
Joe
this
Coy.
we have 52 weeks, right? So what do? We get this person, and then you got guys like myself. Oh, you're right on these because they're a little more famous than you, was fine, but you guys do still good numbers. So your shit could go here. You know, you guys are always consistent. Bam, you got this. Then you got, well, if we making enough money, we got a surplus with all these people. We've made enough. Now we can bring in people we want to groom that are really good, but they don't
That
have
have a
an audience,
future.
but they're funny.
Yes.
So we can spare that. Or if someone drops out, we can get a real headliner,
Yep.
give them a chance. So he broke it all down. He says, so don't take this shit personal.
Correct.
No, it's
If
business.
you think on the business
business.
side, but they don't teach us that.
No.
Now people are learning because of social media. We're learning our own stats. We're taking the product straight
know
to
your
the people
worth.
now.
You know your worth.
But before, we were like just told, go do well. Go out there, go to your acting classes, get on that stage.
Yep.
Us managers and agents will take care of the rest.
Well, you and I didn't grow up with any social media.
Fuck
We grew up
no.
with none
Nothing.
of it. And even when that Twitter and all that shit, even with Facebook, MySpace, we were all like, I was like, what? I don't do that.
And then Dane
I just
Cook
do that
was
press.
like,
yeah,
MySpace.
yeah.
fucking.
And Rogan wasn't far behind. Rogan was always a techie. He was always
Super
into
into tech, that cutting
Oh,
edge shit.
Robert Kelly too, by the way.
Yeah.
Kelly was like one of the first guys. He taught a lot of people podcasting. I mean, his always
funny
been
as shit
consistent.
too.
What is it?
Another one who's funny as fuck.
Yeah, I just saw him
Savage.
the other day. Robert Kelly, another guy,
one of the best.
another journeyman
Oh, dude.
who's came out of the Boston comedy circuit. Was in the it was in a troupe with Dane Cook. It was Al Del Benny and the Monkeys
Al Del Benny.
in Boston. It
How's
was,
Al Del Benny doing?
He's in Australia
What's he doing there?
with his wife. He probably he's like, he's doing that. He probably talks like that now. No, I was just there. Ugh. He's gonna come back with that. Yeah, that's
Al
Al Del
Del
Benny. You know Al.
Yeah, I remember.
Al's a boy. He came up with Bobby
I
Kelly.
remember Al very well.
He came up with Kelly.
Yeah, man.
And
Good man.
Dane Cook.
He's a good guy.
They were in a troupe, a comedy troupe.
Damn.
Al Delbenny and the Monkeys. So he probably has this Australian fucked up Boston accent.
He just moved there with his wife.
His wife is Australian. He used to work at the Laugh Factory. He's out. He's been there maybe 10
He just
years.
said, "I'm
now.
not
Good
doing
for
stand-up
him.
anymore."
I don't know if he's not. Maybe he can get famous like Arj Barker over there. Remember Arj?
Yeah.
Arj got huge because it's like that big.
Different.
He's probably huge in
competitive.
Perth
Yeah.
or Brisbane. I don't know.
Godfrey, what would you do?
Yeah, Arj, man. Arj,
wow.
Arj moved to fucking
Great hair.
and he's massive over there.
Wow.
Good for him.
He's massive over there. Arj is and like sometimes like Bob Marley, another
He
funny
crushes it in New England.
and he's in the main New England area
But
and
that's
he's a
his-
millionaire. He's
Just playing those.
Yes.
He's a millionaire. I'm not saying he doesn't go anywhere else, but Bob goes, Godfrey, I don't go too many places there, Godfrey. I just stay right here, right Maine. I'm
Good
right.
for him,
He's
man.
amazing. He's an old man. And he's inside, he's an old man. He
Some
has
people-
9,000 stories.
There are people that
9,000.
just decide to do that. Like I can't. Doug Stanhope. Like I was friends with his manager, and
Yeah.
she said he just decided, I'm not doing comedy clubs anymore. I'm not doing it. I'm just gonna rent rooms.
Excuse me.
And they were like, why? He goes, because he's Doug Stanhope.
Yeah, he's
fuck off. He'll do what he wants. He's posted on Instagram the other day. He goes, you guys, my wife and I woke up and decided that we were going to do happy hour from 7 a.m. to
Alcohol.
11
Yeah.
a.m. and then we'll go to sleep. Let's take a little break because there is a company, there is something you can take for your sexual wellness. It's like a pre-workout. You can take it 45 minutes or 4 hours before you have sexual fun. And it is called Joy Mode. It's natural. It's science-backed. It's got all kinds of stuff. I'll read a lot of it's clinically supported doses of arginine, nitrate, L-citrulline, ginseng, vitamin C. This is a concoction that was created by best-in-class scientists and biochemistry PhDs. And basically, it promotes blood vessel and endothelial tissue health, general cardiovascular and heart health, athletic performance in and outside the gym, healthy blood pressure, general erectile function. These are all the things it does. So if you want to spice things up in the bedroom, go to usejoymode.com/fighter. That's usejoymode.com/fighter. At checkout, enter code FIGHTER for 20% off your first order. Give it a shot. Let us know what you think. Go to usejoymode.com/fighter for 20% off your first order. But I love doing the road. I still love.
I
performing.
like to travel and
I had so
do
much
a
fun.
stage. I
Still,
like that.
after all these years.
Yeah.
Good for you,
I like leaving.
I'm addicted to it.
I like
love it.
leaving. I'm not saying I want to. Well, now it's cool because it's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All your hard work is finally
Man,
coming.
it's paying the fuck off comparatively
You deserve it, yeah.
to where like, okay, we're going to pay you this flat fee of if you bonus. Now I'm doing door shit.
It's
and I go,
80%,
what a
85%,
difference
yeah.
because I got on social media
Yep.
and it really happened during COVID. I was like, who Dame Dash is?
Oh yeah.
Dame Dash, Hova, that
Yeah,
was
you know Dame
Jay-Z's
Dash. You know
partner.
Dame.
You know who he is. Dame Dash was it was Rockefeller.
Aaliyah.
Dame Dash,
okay.
Damon Dash.
Yeah.
He was online during COVID, like the beginning of COVID. And he was like talking to one of his boys. I was watching his live. And he goes, so what are you going to do, man? What are you going to see? He goes, listen, let me tell you something, man. And he talks real fast. He goes, let me tell you something. See, all us artists right here, the industry is shut down. If you ain't fucking creating, you a dumb motherfucker. I'm telling you. It's our time right now. And I was like, I ran with that shit. And I was on live every single day.
With a hand puppet.
And I was on, put two eyes on the puppet. Was like,
Hey, man.
And I was trying
It's
to,
the Godfrey
I'm
hour.
trying not to move my mouth. Man, this is crazy, man. I can't stand that. Why, man? You know how it is. Hookers just try to do all that good shit. I know what you're saying, man. But listen, Pete.
That's very good.
But dude,
I would watch that.
I'd watch that.
would you?
Bro, you should do-
Dame Dash is right.
Bro, you should do Godfrey's Bad Puppet Hour. I swear to God,
fucking
I might do that.
Well, what's up, man? Welcome to the Puppet Show. Don't pay attention to my mouth. It's not about me. It's about right here. Focus right here. Fuck all that. I ain't got time for the ventriloquism. Now, what's up, man? This is my sock puppet.
Godfrey, that's so good. It's just like, and you have a tiny audience. Bro, that was good, man. That was good. I have some notes.
You know,
What's your notes, man? We really appreciate that.
Yeah, man. I just want to, it's more of a compliment. Like, even though
Yeah.
your mouth was moving, like, I
Word.
didn't notice your mouth.
Uh-huh.
I mean, and so I was noticing the puppet, especially when
Yeah.
you told me to notice the puppet and not look at your mouth
Yes.
in a way. Like, it was intimidating, but in a good
Right.
way. Yeah.
We talk at the same time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We synchronize.
Oh.
It's what we do.
Oh, right now, is the puppet talking or are you talking?
Whatever.
Okay.
That's in your mind.
whatever.
That's the mystery of the whole thing. Too many puppeteers like to hide behind walls and that bullshit. We know you back there. Why not keep it real?
Damn.
Be out there. Let
Bro,
them know. I'm
thank you.
connected, man. It's all been a fucking scam.
Happy Juneteenth.
Puppeteering is a scam,
Yep.
baby.
Yep.
Man, Kermit the Frog, all the motherfuckers. It's a dude back there.
Gigs
know
up.
that?
Gigs up.
Fuck, man.
Dude, you ever
There's
look
a
Gigs up.
dude back there.
Light,
a dude.
huge neon. Gigs up.
Gigs up. Dude, you ever looked at how much Jeff Dunham makes?
Oh, it's
It was-
sick.
I know.
Doesn't he have an island?
I'm very,
Yeah, straight
I'm
up.
very aware of how much he makes.
He's always on Forbes top 5.
He's right now. He's making 20 mil a year. Minimum.
Listen. He has an island full of puppets. He lives on an island where all the puppets, he lives with them. It's a town. Everything's
Legit has an
private.
island.
Yeah.
He has an island.
all-
He
Yep,
drives a
it's in
Demon
his living
170.
room.
He races around. Last time I was at Stand Up Live. I was going to
He's a
do
good guy,
Phoenix?
too. I hear he's a
Phoenix.
good
I was
guy.
doing stand up live. I was there for a weekend, and we were going out. I did press or something, and it's the stadium where the fucking Phoenix Suns play is across the street.
Yeah.
It's packed. It's 2:00, and I go, "Who the Suns? It's not.
It's
the NBA's not even season." They
it's
go,
his show.
"Oh, it's Jeff Dunham." I go, "It's 2:00." They go, "He has a 2, a 6, and a 8."
What?
What? And he sold out 6 shows.
Jesus Christ!
I went, but it's 2:00.
Yeah.
like yeah,
He's been
family.
doing that.
Families
He's been
go
doing
to-
that for
Yeah.
over 20 years.
Yeah, 20 years. See, the puppet stuff,
Stud.
you can have children there too.
Oh,
That's what they said. They said
Yeah,
family
it's
friendly.
family
So he's a
friendly.
2:00 show.
Gabriel Iglesias, El Dodger Stadium.
Sold out
but
twice.
He's very clean.
Wait,
Yeah.
he did?
And he's very
Twice.
likable with and think about it. Kids are coming. Families are bringing their children. The revenue is
Different
crazy.
animal.
Like there's a lot
gotta
of
stop
niche.
swearing.
There are niche comics. I'm not a niche guy. I'm good for everybody, but it's niches. You make more money like quicker being a niche. And Nigerian, they're not coming.
No.
They're coming, but they're okay. That's
Well,
nice.
part of what makes
Yeah.
like you unique is that I can't pin you down,
No,
right? So like I can't. Then that comes with blessings and it comes with its own liabilities in
Yes.
terms of it's hard to market that sometimes.
Yeah. And well, we're doing it ourselves. We're marketing. I remember doing I had a meeting at Comedy Central. It was like, how Comedy Central, it just doesn't relate to us anymore. I was like, what's going on? They used to be cool with Premium Blend.
They used to be the
do
best.
cool shit back in the day.
Yeah. Take
And,
chances.
Yeah. There was a lady there that was so wonderful. She really got comedy. And and I had a meeting not that long ago. They wanted me to meet. I was like, what for? I was like, my manager's like, they wanted me. I go, for what? I don't even understand Comedy Central anymore. Not putting it down. I just don't, they don't fuck with guys like us. So I went in there and I told my manager, I said, watch the bullshit that happens and you're going to see what I'm talking about. You think I'm lying when some of these meetings are fucking waste of time.
Watch how far off they are.
And so he goes, right? The guy walks in, some young dude, hey, what's up? Right? With a fucking clipboard.
Yeah.
It's always great.
clipboard.
Where do you even get that?
I was on stage at 1 a.m. murdering an international crowd, and I'm talking to a fuckboy with a clipboard in the morning. This is the shit that fucking pisses me off.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there like, and he goes, hey, what's up? And I go, hey, what's up? You tell me. How you go, you tell me. That's all I said, right? So he's like, yeah, man. I said, I just want to know, why am I here? He
Good.
goes,
That's a legit question.
We're fans.
why did you bring me in?
Fans. I go, but I said, I noticed that a lot of the stuff that you have on TV, it's nothing that there's nothing that has to do with my style.
No.
It's just not my taste or anything. He goes, no, but we think that. I go, I don't know. And my manager's sitting there, right? His name's Kieran. He's just sitting there listening, right? And I go, yeah. He goes, well, we have, comics, He goes, Adam Levine. I go, Adam's not a stand-up comic. He's a funny guy, but he's not a stand-up comic. And my manager goes, yeah. He goes, I notice everybody on here is not a stand-up. What are you talking? He just starts snapping. He goes, they're not stand-ups. I go, yeah, nobody's a stand-up.
Yeah.
He goes, I come from a different school.
Different.
And he goes, well, what school do you come from? I go, funny motherfuckers. That's what I said to him. I said, funny motherfuckers.
Savages. Yeah.
That's all I know. I just know we're killers. I get on stage and I destroy rooms. I don't understand anything else. That's what I do. I didn't give a fuck about the meeting.
Of course not.
I said,
because it's not going anywhere.
But there's also power in that. Like you walk out like, oh, he's dangerous.
Remember when Morgan Freeman, he kept trying to get appeals in Shawshank, and he goes, you know what? I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, you
stamp your little shit, and then he got out.
He got out. That's what it is.
I don't give a fuck.
Well,
Do your little
also part of it is I was with my wife and Kenny Chesney. I think that he came on the radio.
Yeah.
Kenny Chesney,
Massive.
Yeah,
do
massive.
you don't know?
Massive.
Chesney.
But
Kenny Chesney.
his song was something like this. I don't want to. I'm not putting him down.
He's massive.
I'm not putting him down either.
There's like Swifties. There's
Yes.
I think what
what is
Chesney's?
Chesney's?
But I'm not putting
The
him down.
Chess
But
Boys?
the
The Chess
song-
Boys?
But the song was something like this.
Okay.
Without. I'm not going to do a good. But
Okay.
But it was the lyrics were something like, I'm in the back of my truck with a beer in my hand, and I'm sitting here looking at my girl.
Ooh, I like
She's gonna be the girl for me. She's
Yeah,
coming up over the hill.
Yeah.
Whatever it is.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is the song though. This is this song called Literal? Is this song called Super Literal? Is this song called No Metaphor? Is this song called Obvious Words?
You don't know what you're talking
and I'm
about.
like, I can't listen to this.
You don't know
How
what
is
you're
he
talking
this
about.
popular?
No,
My
no.
wife went, and that's why you're not selling out stadiums because you're trying to do a thousand things.
Yeah.
I can't.
Kenny Chesney's
I know.
He's been
But
relevant for
sometimes-
30 years.
No, but sometimes when you stay simple and you stay formulaic,
His thing's catchy, and it's also his audience.
That's it.
So if he came out with this new
I'm not saying he's not
Jelly Roll
talented.
mix,
I'm saying
he's one of Chin's absolute favorites, by the way. He's
he is?
so
Chesney?
offended.
I love Cat, but the way you saying it was like a Tim McGraw song.
Okay, I don't know.
Do you know that the barbecue stand on my YT shirt? She was.
yeah.
I
But
think that's what you're
but a
thinking
lot of
about.
the
super
country
talented,
songs are.
so-
But listen,
but they're all literal.
but you have The Gambler, which is
Have
the
another
probably
drink.
Great song.
on a warm
Yeah,
summer's
Mexico.
evening.
It's a great song.
On a train bound for nowhere.
Yeah.
I met up with the Gambler. We were both too tired to sleep.
Great song.
And we both started staring right at the window in the darkness. The boredom overtook us. He began to speak. He said, son, I made a life of reading people's faces, knowing what the cards were by the way they held their eyes. And if you don't mind me
Godfrey,
saying,
what are we doing to?
What?
Do country music.
You got a nice voice.
It was fucking.
I
was
gotta
into it.
sing.
Were you not into it?
Yeah.
I'm not
But
tone
that's
deaf.
a great
why.
song because that tells a story. There's
So-
a metaphor in it.
So I got a question.
What's a real song?
Did the Gambler die, or did he just fall asleep?
You know who's the other guy who
In
sang
his
the song
final
here?
word-
Who's the other guy talked about did exactly this? Keep
Remember,
going.
he said, in his final words, I found an ace that I could keep. You got to know. I mean, that song is probably
When
the
the
greatest
show-
country song.
I agree with you.
It's the coldest shit. It's so dope because you picture it because he's talking to the Gambler. He says, if you don't mind me, give me for a taste of your whiskey, I'll give you some advice.
Damn.
I made a life of reading people's faces, knowing what the cards were. It's like
I'm
metaphor.
going home and listen. I'm going to listen to that in my car.
Listen,
100%.
It says the short answer is he did die at the end of the song.
He died.
That's the short answer.
So he did die because he goes, and in his final words, I found an ace that I could keep. You got. So I'm thinking he died. That was
Great
his last
song.
That's a
breath
great
of
song.
It's so
you need to go home and
good.
do your homework on
Will Sasser
Kenny
was
Chesney.
talking about this.
You need to go home, homework on Kenny
Yeah, I'm
Chesney.
sure I do.
You need to educate yourself.
I'm just saying that song. I was like, this is
Slappers,
not
bro.
a good song.
Slappers.
Well, I think
Slappers.
a lot of the country stuff is kind of trash personally because I grew up with Johnny Cash and you grew up on the Conway Twitties and the Merle Haggards. They don't even make.
You know
dudes.
your music, bro.
And Merle Haggard was actually in when he did his Folsom Prison album. Merle was a prisoner, an inmate.
Oh, wow.
He was in the
Merle
audience.
Haggard was in jail?
He was in. These are white trash motherfucker. This is when jails were filled with white dudes.
Yeah.
When they actually
Johnny
did
Cash.
crimes.
When Johnny Cash did
Well, they probably
San
should be
Quentin.
in
Yeah,
there.
and Quentin too.
Yeah, I'm a boy named Sue. Remember
Yeah,
that?
my boy named Sue.
God, it's
There's a couple guys like that in country now. Like
Merle
Chris
got-
Stapleton's
Merle
up
got-
there.
Zach Bryan's like a Johnny Cash. I feel like they both have that folky.
A lot of
thing
people
going
think
on.
Yeah, but Merle was an
you're right.
inmate and got inspired by Johnny Cash and started Ogie from Muskogee, that he was inspired by being in prison watching Cash play. I mean, I grew up on this shit. We all grew up. These were on the radio, man.
You
grew up in-
Hee Haw was playing.
You grew up in New York?
Chicago.
Gotcha.
I grew up in Chicago, but you had Hee Haw, which was on TV, and you had like the Barbara Mandrell sister, Mac. They had people had variety shows. The Allman Brothers, the Jacksons, Sonny and Cher. They had shows on TV.
Filled with talent.
The country
variety hour?
motherfuckers
Bro.
were always on TV.
Yeah.
Conway Twitty, George Jones,
Yep.
Roy Clark, Buck Owens. They were on television, and you knew them all. There was only so many channels.
Yep. There's 4 channels.
There's only so many
Oh my-
channels.
That's so true.
And you
It's
knew them all.
You know, David Blaine said something to me about like he was doing
Magic.
magic, right?
Right.
And he said to me, he said, you know, we're living in a time when I would do a magic trick and it would trend for 3 fucking years. I would levitate, and everybody talked about that for 3 years.
We did.
He goes, I do a magic trick now. Anything
2
I come
days.
up with now, he
2
said,
days.
if I'm lucky, 2 days.
In the algorithm.
Yeah.
He starts swimming with great white sharks to hit the algorithm.
You know what I'm saying?
That's when I was like, oh, we're fucked.
Yeah.
No, when social media changed, when Will Smith was like, what's this social media thing? Oh, I'll do it. And, you know, I'm posting, driving my car. Hey, big gulp. Will Smith, like, no, let me try it. An actual talented, creative dude with a team, a production team.
But
gets
he
on
already
Instagram.
has billions of fans.
That's what I'm saying. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, you need-
he's
It's
jumping
like
out of
going
the
to yoga
plane.
class.
You need
it's like
more.
going to yoga class and a ballerina's in it.
Yeah.
I go, you bitch, you didn't
You don't need
didn't
this
get
like I
flexible
do.
from yoga.
You don't need this like I do.
You're doing a split. Yeah, you're a ballerina, cheater.
No,
What'd
when-
you think of that? Yeah,
When Hollywood got into it, when Will Smith started, he took it to another level.
did
you're
they
like,
last
Oh,
above
like
it? They-
Will Smith?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But
Until
it
he
was
slapped
like,
the guy. but-
it's
Well,
like,
yeah, that slap. What'd you think of that slap? Did you know Rock?
I know Rock, and I know Will. I met him a few times. Will, very nice guy.
Yep.
And I know Will's best friend, Charlie Mack, who's pretty much the mayor of Philadelphia. Charlie Mack is his guy. Charlie Mack knows where Will is all the time. That's my guy, you know. But I thought that was ridiculous. I thought it was fucking weird. When I saw it
weird.
happen,
So cringy.
some people, and Katt Williams said some stuff is planned. Some people believe it was set up. I go, unless there's some ritual you're supposed to do of embarrassment. I go, that is
Because why would Chris sign up for that? Like,
I know. Because Will is 6, like your height.
Yeah, Will's big.
It's not a small dude.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
I remember when Will Smith, I used to do this show called Thunderbox. It was me and Eric Nies. If you know Eric Nies from the first, what is that? The reality show in MTV.
Real world?
Real World. The first Real World with Heather B. And I did a show with Eric Nies. We hosted Thunderbox. It was like a boxing show with points, almost like a game show, but real boxers. And Will came to hang with us when he was training for Ali. And he was big, man.
Big.
He was big. He came and sat in the booth with us.
Put some muscle
And the
on.
Boxing
All
Federation hated all of us because we were there for the comedy. They were like, and you can see these boxers, you know, the old boxers, that shit ain't funny, man. What you doing, man? You clowning us, man. You know those boxers that have been beat? They're like, man, we watched that clown shit. That's some clown. I said, we need to stop. No, I was like, it's done. They will fuck us up.
Yeah.
Because this is some
Not a
grimy
game.
shit. Boxing is grimy.
Yeah.
And I go, we need to stop. They're not enjoying this shit.
Yeah.
They're like, man, we don't like all that clown shit.
No.
I'm telling you, better cut that shit out. I was like, we are.
Half a gangster.
We are gonna cut because boxers
We
still know
are.
how to fuck.
We
you up.
are gonna-
You
Oh, we
fighters,
are, sir.
you fighters know how to fight forever. They don't not know how to
Not a
fight.
knockout.
They still know how to beat your ass
Yeah.
in an organized fashion.
Correct. Yeah.
It's not
Different.
wild. It's like, bomb, I'm gonna hit you in the inside of your thigh,
Yeah.
hit
Clean.
you here, counter, down, down. It's all
Yeah.
perfectly organized.
Yes.
Where
Yes.
your body's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
it's not like some
and you have no idea until you get hit.
Furniture ain't moving. Nothing. You know, a bad fight is when furniture's moving. These motherfuckers be bong.
Yeah, furniture.
Motherfuckers
gets
Furniture
broken
ain't
shit.
moving.
Yeah.
This motherfucker got pinpoint accuracy.
he doesn't need to- he
hit
doesn't
you.
need to.
Knows
No.
exactly where to hit you.
He'll just grab you.
Yeah,
Michael
sorry.
Rappaport tried to fight him, tried to go, come on, and grabbed him. And Brandon went,
Why?
what do you want to do? You want to put me in a headlock? I've never been in that situation.
Okay. Why?
And then he did. He tried to put you in a headlock, and he got his rib popped.
Yeah.
Broke his
Well, he didn't
rib.
mean to, but he just pulled him
But
in.
it's just their natural. It's like once a soldier, always a soldier.
no.
You can't do that.
It's a
Don't play
disaster.
games with these guys.
As we say in France, c'est un désastre. C'est un
Disaster.
désastre. Vraiment.
Dangereux.
C'est dangereux.
That's dangereux. You speak French?
Oui, je parle français. Toi aussi?
Tu
non?
tu parles français?
Oui, toi aussi?
Non, tu parles français. On pue, on petit peu.
d'accord, d'accord.
Très difficile. hein.
C'est très difficile.
Ah,
Mais
he's
j'habitais
like this.
à
What the fuck's
Liban.
going on here?
Sorry, right.
So you're fluent?
J'habitais à Liban quand j'étais un petit garçon. I lived in Lebanon as a kid, so I went there.
You lived in Lebanon.
more
for
you
how
know.
long?
5 years.
The more you know. Your account speaks
I
French.
didn't know you. Were. I've done Beirut with
Have you?
Orieli. I did with Nimmu
Bro.
Abu Nassar.
Bro,
we did Beirut years ago.
We got to do. I was thinking about you because I'm getting these offers to come to Saudi Arabia and places. We need
I
to
did
do that.
Jeddah with.
How was that?
With Pauly Shore.
Never? Oh, okay.
I did it with.
Did you have
Pauly
to
Shore.
stick to? Did you have to be careful?
Oh yeah, they were like,
Oh, yeah.
yalla, yalla,
Oh, yeah.
yalla.
Yeah,
Please
because
don't
sweet,
talk.
sweet.
It's the just do clean shit.
Yeah,
just
don't talk about God. Don't make fun of the
But
government.
yeah, it's like an easy one. It's like, don't go, hey, I want to fuck one of your bitches.
No.
I mean,
Yeah.
No, these people here, you'll
Yes.
be missing. Don't
Did you-
play with them.
Yeah,
Did you get- did
Schultze
they-
said he went down there, B.
Oh, we did.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Schultze
great.
went down there.
yeah, yeah. It's,
You had a good time.
You know, watch your P's
fun.
and Q's.
Yeah.
Just
Well, I
talk
lived in
about-
Saudi Arabia, so I
You lived in
Yeah, but
How long
they
you lived in
don't
Saudi?
care.
years. Yeah.
They don't
Just
care.
cut. You went from Lebanon to Saudi?
Yep. And Greece,
dad was in
India,
CIA.
Pakistan.
Well, your father? Your
CIA.
Banker.
CIA though.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah.
He from that good stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, banker. So you lived in Saudi. You were just
Jet setting.
all international.
But my mother
Rich kid.
would immerse us in the culture. So my mother would speak. My mother speaks fluent Arabic. My
That's
mother would
amazing.
speak. She speaks Spanish. She speaks French. She speaks Italian.
Dang.
She learned Urdu
Sick.
when we lived in Pakistan.
Urdu.
She learned Urdu. Yeah.
Because Urdu, and I think Urdu has some Arabic
Yes.
influences.
So we would, when we were in those countries,
That's
my
bananas.
mother would make sure we ate the food. We had friends for that. We never
Yeah,
were
why wouldn't you?
American.
Ooh, that's
We weren't
Yeah,
on
why
an
wouldn't you
American
take-
base. We weren't an American compound. My mother was, to her credit, would literally, so I remember being in Saudi Arabia and the Bedouin, the original, the Bedu, like tall, wrapped in
Yeah.
nothing but white sheets,
Yeah.
and they can live in that desert
Desert.
with no problem off their camels and goats. No problem. In the middle of nowhere.
Wow.
In the middle of nowhere. Dates, bread that they make there,
Badasses.
and camel milk. And
Different
all
level.
year.
it's badass shit.
And true subsistence. But my mother, I remember my mother, she spoke Arabic. They couldn't believe this little white lady, and she took me by the hand. And we were in the dunes, the sand
Hell
dunes.
yeah.
And she took me, and they fucking, when they saw that this
murdered a
white
goat?
American woman who spoke their language was bringing her son and giving her son an experience. Dude,
They loved it?
They opened, when you do that to the Arabs, they will give you their
That's it.
whole
We're
life.
Showing
That's it.
respect.
They will
Because
give you their-
appreciate
they
the
will
culture.
give you
Learn their
everything.
culture because Americans.
Dude, we ate goat, which they never do.
Goat
We
is
had a
my
goat
shit.
grab. We sat there. Everything we
beautiful.
ate.
Because usually when
It's
Americans are over there, we're doing some other shit.
Yeah.
And Americans are
Yes.
arrogant as
Oh,
fuck. I
yeah.
remember
Yeah.
being in
So
Egypt.
arrogant.
I remember
So
being
arrogant.
in Egypt.
Yeah,
I went to
winners.
for 2000. I went for the pyramids, just to go see.
Yeah.
And I remember being in these army trucks to take us to the pyramids. There's this dude from Boston, Irish guy, fucking yapping. I go, and they're singing songs in Arabic, which are beautiful. You're like,
beautiful,
Habibi, Mahalli, Mahal. And I was like, yo, it was beautiful. 'cause
You
I'm
just hear,
Nigerian.
get out of here.
I'm Nigerian.
Yeah.
Nigerian and always having, and my uncle was very famous in Nigerian singer. My uncle
wow.
Sonny Okosun, and I have an aunt that's really famous too. That's very famous in Nigeria singer. So international music was always part of us. And my friends were in Chicago. All my friends were immigrants because Chicago's the most segregated city
Yeah.
to this day.
A lot of Arabs in Chicago and in that area too.
There was a lot of my friends were all immigrant children.
Yep.
So I appreciated all kinds of music. So this dude sitting next to me, He's going, yo, what the fuck, man? I said, you need to shut the fuck up, man. I said, you need to.
You're in Egypt.
I said, you're in Egypt.
A country that's got
Boston shit
5,000
you
years.
doing? My man, keep your motherfucking mouth. And he kept talking. These guys were like, hey, my friend. What did I say? Hey, man, he's cool. No problem. I said, Habibi, no. They go, what are you doing? Bro, they're peeping what the fuck you're doing. You're playing games here. He shut up because one guy said, my friend, we don't want to. Yeah, he went off and I said,
Scary.
I said, Sharmut. I call him Sharmut. I said, here's Sharmut. They were like, ah! Because it means you're a hoe.
Yeah, it's a whore.
Like I said,
You're a whore.
Or you say Howell. Like Howell.
They're all roast.
I said, you Howell. He's Howell as Sharmut.
And if you show
they were cool.
if you show the Arabs, if you smile and they take you into your house, they will protect you. You
doubt
are
about family, right?
You gotta understand,
Morals,
like
tradition.
African families, Arab, Italian, same way.
Yep.
You come into their home, they offer you food. You don't say no. I remember saying
and the
no.
food in Egypt, the food in those
Is
countries is
fire. Is
I was
amazing.
in Jordan, what? The food was so fucking good. Oh, people don't even
Fresh.
understand how good it is.
Fresh.
Dude, it's so good and they're so great. And yeah, that's what I always say. That's what I always say. Speak a little bit of Arabic, try a little bit harder.
One phrase.
Forget it.
They lose, like, when.
Well, you're showing them respect.
Yes.
Like you said.
Right.
When Americans come to those countries, when other people come to those countries,
We're dominating,
especially if you're Arabic, you're so used to your history was
There's a threat.
subjugation by the Ottomans, subjugation by the French, subjugation by the British, subjugation by the Americans.
Yeah. Taking advantage of the land.
Words.
Yeah.
It's real shit.
Now Saudi Arabia's becoming fucking. They're using that money.
They're not playing.
They're taking shit over.
Yo,
Saudi-
it's
They took over boxing.
China. When I was in China, same thing in China. I was in Beijing, Shanghai, and they're. It's like they
tough
make you
place.
pronounce shit properly.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
They were like, so who are your favorite actor? You know Chinese actor? I said, yeah. I said, I love, here they say Chow Yun Fat. They were like, no, Chow Yun Fa. That's how we say it.
Chow Yun Fa.
Chow Yun Fa.
You have
We're
to
like,
say it right.
my bad. No, but that's
Your
protecting the
accents,
culture.
you have such good accents. You have a very good fucking.
Yeah.
It's like Chow Yun Fa.
culture.
And they say,
Chow Yun Fa.
what is that?
They
Lee
say-
Xiaolong.
Yeah.
It's Bruce Lee. Because I was like, we love Bruce Lee. It's like Lee Xiaolong. I said it's Lee Xiaolong. And Jackie Chan is Chow Long. I was pronouncing shit.
I
They
said
were like,
Mao
that's
Tse- I
what we
said-
call him.
Yep.
Yeah.
They were making sure we pronounced the shit.
Yep.
Get it right.
I said
did you like it
Mao
over there?
Zedong,
What?
and he
Did
goes,
you like it
Mao
over
Zedong.
there?
I did like it over
I
there.
have no desire to go there.
I liked it.
I have zero
Shanghai,
desire.
that architecture is
Shanghai's very different than Beijing.
fire.
Really?
What? Listen, I went with my buddy who loves Asian women, so he literally is.
He's in heaven.
His name
is
Rampage Jackson?
A proud fetishy motherfucker. He goes, yup. He goes, I love the subservience. I love the porcelain. I love
I
the
get
little
it.
hair. He's a white dude. My boy Nils, one of the funniest human beings. He's like, oh yeah. He goes, yeah. I've been to Korea with him, Tokyo with him. We go. He loves.
He's like Godzilla,
He
yeah.
loves Asian women so much. He took Korean classes just so he
Damn.
could mac down
Yeah.
some
Put
of
on
the
some
Korean
game in
flight
Korean.
attendants.
I know some guys like that.
Oh, yeah, listen.
That's commitment, man. I
First
don't
of all,
have it in me.
white dudes with Asian women, that's the new couple.
Yeah.
My whole building in Manhattan is white dudes
That's a
with
vibe.
Asian women.
Is that
There
right?
is a website called Ugly White Guy with Cute Asian Girl.
Bring
Because
that
they're
up.
not
Bring
guys
that
that
up.
look like you.
Nah.
They're not this.
with hot
with
fucking-
some banging ass Asian
Yeah,
girl.
You know why I started that? Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah, because his
Zuck started it.
yeah.
Zuck started it. Then the rest of the nerds went, okay.
Yeah.
And they copied it.
Some of them look like these. They're not like, okay, I get it. It's just, you know how guys can just get girls no matter what race?
Yeah.
Nah, man, this dude's
You're
like, and they're petting them.
Bro,
And they're petting them.
I see them pet the girls. Yo, listen, when you do Cobb's, which is fantastic.
San Fran?
Cobb's is the shit.
Yeah.
Because Cobb's, I went on stage and I go, I'm a regular Cobb's. I said, man, San Francisco, this is white man's heaven right here. All these Asian women. And these girls went crazy because it was these Asian girls going, fuck yeah, thank you for saying that shit.
That's so true.
And they go, I'm telling you.
the guys I was just thinking about who love Asian chicks are in San Francisco. It's so
they
weird.
go, it's like a white man's heaven, bro.
Yeah.
I don't have an Asian, I've been out with Asian women. I don't have a fetish for them. I have a fetish for just pretty women.
Yeah.
It's just like,
I'm an
just
equal
like
opportunity
fucking-
employer.
I mean, I love.
Yeah. Hot's hot.
I have a more.
Hot's hot.
I'm more. I mean, I'm more have an affinity to black women because it's just I like black women, but I love women. Period. I've been out with all kinds, and it's just women. I don't have a fetish. Oh, I saw you with the Asian girl. I go, yeah, because she was hot. It's a woman.
Correct.
Yo, what's your type? Hot?
Hot is my type.
I don't care what ethnicity, color.
Another copy goes breathing, motherfucker.
Yeah,
like,
as long as there's a certain.
Same guy.
Yeah. There's a look.
I don't care.
I like that.
Yeah, and they can be whatever ethnicity.
It can be a girl in the clan. If she bad,
Yep.
I'll take that chance
too.
I'll take that chance. When's the meeting over?
You might be right.
What time you get out?
My father said I'm like, fuck your daddy. This is when pussy is the best.
When's the meeting done?
Yo,
Like, you
this
may
is
be
when the
racist.
ass
We'll
is
talk about
best.
this after I'm done.
You ever sneaker fuck? You ever sneaker fuck?
Sneaker fuck.
You ever sneaker fuck? Just sneak one.
Just sneak one.
I think sex is even better when it's forbidden.
Forbidden
Yeah.
fruit. Forbidden fruit.
I like the one.
Like that apple.
Yeah, I love. I've been with chicks that were like, "Oh my God, my dad." I go, "Good."
Oh yeah.
Say it again.
I go, "It's like this. You know how
She's
much
been
game
thinking
you
about
got to
it for a
have
long time.
to have a racist father, and I still match you down."
It's so true. It's so true.
You know what I'm saying? That's why.
Where's your dad at now?
Let me
Send
tell
a
you.
video.
Where's your dad at now?
With a toothpick.
Let me
She's
tell you
making-
something. There's dudes that have like just style. Like there's guys that just got swag.
They
Don't
got it,
fucking
yeah.
matter. He's got it. But I used to tell my the white coppers, I go, let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you something. Why black dudes got the most swag. Because usually everybody's daddy's telling you to stay away from us.
Yep.
So when we get you, do you know how much motherfucking skill you got to have risking your family fucking heirloom? Fuck you talking about? I'm still smashing and you know your daddy will string you up?
Yep.
Huh?
Different.
Yep.
Huh?
You did it.
Do you understand that?
So naughty. So forbidden. Borderline illegal.
Because one thing about
Check
white
out this
dudes,
illegal
one thing
dick.
about white dudes, you guys are almost in on everything, almost all the
100%.
time. You're like, white guy.
Yeah.
And Asian, oh, he's white. Yes, this is good.
Yeah.
It's good. You're already
So
at the
true.
top.
He's still controversial if it's a black dude.
Yeah, black dude is
Handsome
like,
black dude.
we just want to talk. No, we just want to make sure. Is he in school?
Yeah.
We just want to make sure you're safe.
That's right.
And
That's right.
You know another thing? You know what's funny? I love this damn podcast already. You know how I know women that have dated black men that are non-black? You know how I know they have?
They walk funny.
No, no.
They walk funny.
They want them. No, I'm not even bullshitting you. Maybe someone will say I'm wrong, but it's when women are like from different, like if it's an Asian woman, when they're a little timid of black dudes, I go, oh, they date white guys. They've never dated a black dude because there's
Right,
a
that's
timid,
interesting.
there's a timidness of them. There's
like a fear almost.
a fear. Whenever a girl is very confident to me, I go, you've dated black men before.
100%.
Yes, I have.
Yeah.
Because the fear is
They
gone.
got through the fair, yeah.
That's interesting.
It's a confidence
Yeah.
that we give. That's why Russian women love black dudes because Russian their men are very
Aggressive.
alpha,
They're
Super
aggressive.
alpha.
and they're
an
not.
aggressive
When I was
culture.
because I did Russia in 2018.
didn't
I was
know
the
that.
first American to do comedy in Russia.
What was that like?
It was a trip. They called me. I do this on stage. They called me. They called my manager and said, "Hey, the Russians want you in." I go, "Well, what the fuck you mean by that? Like, what? Why?
We getting set up?
Watch
Yeah.
me in
Russians
Russia.
want me. I know Russians probably spy on the world, but what the fuck did I do?" They go, "They want you for a comedy festival." I said, "They got comedy festivals in Russia?" It's like, okay. Well, they want to have a little Skype thing with you. I said, okay. I was like, well, Russia, they chose you out of everybody in America. I was like, well, fuck. All right, looking up the internet.
Yeah, that Russian money, too.
I see them. They go, hey, Godfrey, we're very happy that you want to do a happy comedy festival in Moscow. On Arbat Street, we have stand-up club number 1. We come do show, blah, blah, blah. I was like, okay, yeah, but shit, how fuck? They said, no, we watch all your videos. You left your father, you're Nigerian. I was like, how the fuck? They knew me.
They know shit.
And so I go, you will come for 8 days, possible, blah, blah. and we already have give you some money. You know how to give you half.
Yep.
And I saw the half. I said, I cannot wait to come to Russia. Спасибо. Меня зовут Godfrey.
Спасибо.
Да.
Спасибо.
Очень смешной. Очень смешной means very funny. Очень смешной.
No, Lex goes down to Russia.
He does.
It's just the best.
And so here's
The best.
how it went. I went and first of all, Russia just started stand up because they don't allow that shit.
Yeah, it's not safe.
And they were like, they said, you want to take you to roast battle. Roast battle. Roast battles.
A Russian roast
dude,
battle?
They just kept having them. I was going to the club. They were just roast battles. Like the roast that we do. The roast, he said, you want to come to roast battle? I said, I'll come to roast battle. And so I would come. It was all in Russian. And bombing is universal.
Yeah, it's universal.
These motherfuckers were so bad. But it was funny because I didn't know what they were saying. And so there's one guy on one side, other guy on the other side, and people in there's audience, they're like, Мендеси, потрачь меня в нечи, меня трачь небо. Потрачьте.
Bombed.
Nothing. The other guy goes, ha ha ha. This motherfucker was bombing day in and day out.
Russian, like,
What do you say?
that's very good fake
Yeah.
Russian.
And then there was a stand-up show, and with a group, a list of comics.
Yeah.
And I knew the guys that were funny. You could see it.
Oh, you could
There was
see
the
it.
ones that were trash. You go, oh, that dude's whack. That dude. Then you had the guys that were funny, that were killing.
And
And I go, just by their stance, they was like,
Swag.
but then you
Yeah.
get bang, bang. I was like,
There he is.
I said, who's that dude? They were like, oh, that's da-da-da-da. I didn't need to
tell.
understand it.
Yeah.
Just the way they moved. I said,
Right.
this dude's seasoned.
You can hear the rhythm. Like,
Yeah.
I was at the Comedy Store one time and I looked into the OR and a guy was, I watched him for 3 seconds. I go, I got to get away from here right now. And I was with somebody who was like, my buddy Jeff was like, what do you mean? I go, that guy's terrible. He goes, you listen to 3 seconds. I go, I know, but I can tell. I can hear I can hear the music in his voice.
Yep.
I can hear he's copying and I can hear that joke's going to be terrible. I had to get the fuck away from
There's
it. It was like I was
intrinsic and
allergic.
extrinsic.
I just been doing it. So we've been doing it so long.
I remember sitting next to David Tell. David Tell has words and he stopped. He doesn't say nothing, then he'll say something. So we're on the stairway at the cellar, on the stairway, listening to this road hack. He was just very roady. You could tell.
Well, yeah.
That's why there's got to be a balance between a hack and you got to balance. You got to be city still and balance out sounding hacky.
Yes.
So he's on the
Get
thing
away with shit on the road.
and he's eating his dick on the stage. And David Tell goes, everybody comes to the Comedy Cellar to get a little piece of humble pie. And then just walks off. Boogly.
so fucking true.
It was because his jokes made us all go, oh. He goes, so my mom's a Catholic. The fuck was that? Does that come with a comma? The fuck? My mom's, so I was, that shit. That 80s,
Yeah.
That shit was like, why don't you get a jacket with patches on it, Sagan? That's Carl Sagan. Sorry.
Sagan.
I'm such a Carl Sagan fan.
Carl
It's
Sagan.
3. I gotta go.
You gotta-
You
is
guys
it
keep
3?
going though. Yeah, you guys keep going.
Sagan,
You keep
Carl
going. He's
Sagan.
great.
Carl Sagan.
Yeah, by the way, you got a hard at it too.
I know.
He
was so
stayed,
good.
Stayed here for you.
Dude,
Yeah.
that's awesome. Thanks for.
No, you dude.
He stayed here.
Killer.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna say, yo, Schaub, that motherfucker ain't. I thought he was our height. Shit.
No.
I was like, shit.
That, by the way,
I was like,
by the way, this morning he weighed in 241, and he's as
are
trim
you
as
about
he
to go
gets.
fight again?
No.
Oh, okay.
Just life.
But he's
Just getting ready for life. You never know.
Getting ready for life.
New election's coming up. Who knows, man? I gotta stay ready. I gotta stay
I gotta
ready.
pick my-
ready, baby.
guys, let's take a break. Listen, you are your first responder, okay? You might think you're ready for an emergency. You might think you're ready if somebody attacks your family or if something happens to your family or one of your kids. You might think, I'm going to figure it out. If you haven't trained, if you haven't thought about this, if nobody's told you how to tie a tourniquet, if nobody's told you what to have in your car in case you're bleeding out or somebody you love is bleeding out, if you're not prepared for a disaster, then you are going to sink to the level of your training, which means you are going to die or someone you love is going to die. This happens every single day because people don't take the time to actually rehearse or educate themselves on what to do when something bad happens, okay? That's why there's an app called Fieldcraft Survival, all right? and you can get a monthly subscription. You can learn pretty much everything you need as a citizen to get you ready for the worst case scenario. So go to fieldcraftsurvival.com. Use the code FIGHTER20 for 20% off training and product. Use the code FIGHTER30FREE. Okay, for an annual subscription, you'll get 35% off your annual subscription using FIGHTER35. Give it a shot. It could be the one thing that saves your life.
Are we doing that?
Yeah.
Okay,
let's go.
I gotta say this. That's why Callen is you're like a main part of memories from me because you were part of my life.
Yep.
As far as the acting situation, because I was taking classes like I had Alice Spivak who passed away. Alice Spivak. I took Joanna Bexon in New York for sitcom acting. So I was doing the classes and shit.
Studied it.
But some of this shit is just like watching other scenes and just like, I want to fucking kill myself. But I know people gotta understand, sometimes study is boring.
Sometimes study is just boring.
It
and
is
sometimes
what
you
it is.
learn by watching too. Like,
Yeah, no doubt.
You know, especially with you'll see a scene in an acting class, and you get a dude who's been watching it forever, like Milton Katsalis or Jeffrey Tambor, or the guys teaching there.
Jeffrey Tambor.
Richard Lawson.
Amazing
teacher. And taught me a lot.
Yeah.
And they can break shit down, and they see shit that you don't see otherwise. They see shit.
Yeah. I know that I still don't get acting. I know I don't. You know, I think I have natural skill.
You're a performer.
Yeah, and that's where it comes from. I did a movie with Robert Wagner, RJ.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's a Christmas movie called Dennis the Menace Christmas. Shot it, this guy named Steve Wolf. He would do a lot of indie films. And I did it in Montreal, so that was badass to be in Montreal for a couple weeks.
Bro.
And you know Tartikoff?
Yeah, sure.
So that's RJ's dude, like his boy. So I'm doing my scenes with fucking Robert Wagner.
That's huge.
And Robert, I'm seeing him every morning, and he's spitting game to me. You know, he's from the Sinatra days.
Yes, he is, sir.
And he goes...
Yes, he is. And by the way, at 80, he looked 40. He just had the
he's
genetics.
Just a handsome motherfucker all through his old age.
Yep.
He goes, I just want to tell you something, kid. He goes, you got it. You got the natural skills. I want you to meet Tom, is it Tartikoff?
Tartikoff.
Yeah. I want you to meet him.
Yeah.
He has a 2-year waiting list, but I'm gonna get you in.
Yeah.
It's not a problem, all right? And he was like, you got to meet this guy. It didn't happen, but he was gonna hook me up. He goes, because you got it. Remember, I'm sitting with Robert Wagner on dinner
I hate
time.
when they would tell me that, because then now you feel like you got to live up to it.
Yeah.
Like, I hate that shit. You got it. Like, I was like, I do, but what if I don't got it? And what if I don't make it now that you said that shit? What if I'm such an
now
idiot
Socked
that
Up
I
and
don't
Pete is
do it?
beating us
Fuck you.
in the comedy club.
That's it, man. Right? Like,
Hey, listen, man. Bryan, you're a guy that I say, how is Bryan not? Like, we're those same dudes. How is Bryan not? Because we were imitating. It was a bunch
I was
of us.
there. I was almost there. A lot of shit happened.
No, a
the past
lot
4
of shit.
years.
You were in a lot of shit. I was like, uh-oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
You know, I got a little hiccup 4 years ago. Shit happens sometimes.
Yeah.
You get like,
Right.
You'll hit some road bumps, but yeah, man. No,
You were.
But then again, you know, I look at, I watch myself sometimes, and I'm like, I wouldn't cast me necessarily. Like,
Okay.
I'm a good actor.
Okay.
I'm a good actor, but
Okay.
but let's be honest. Here's the truth. I watch myself. First of all, I've never been on set acting where I didn't want it to be over. That's the truth. I just don't have the patience. So you're acting and he's breaking it into little pieces, and I'm like, I want to go fucking home, or I want to do this. I want to fuck around with my friends.
Right.
But if you want me to hold character and be an actor on a set where I got to hit my mark and do it over and over, oof, I did that. I did that a lot.
Yeah.
But damn, it was hard. I have ADHD. I like stand up. I don't want to do that shit. So that stuff always felt like work, but also I would watch myself, and it was like, you know, I'm kind of every man. When like physically, you see me, I'm like, boy, I blend into that tapestry. I blend right the fuck in. I don't know, call it my coloring, call it whatever the fuck it is. The way I sound, but the way I look, I don't know what it was, but I was always like, yep, you're the guy who's he's the guy who's playing the sidekick. Don't say too much. And that's what I would, if I'm saying that about myself, I would cast myself. That was very different. So part of it was just like star power. Like, you see Jake Gyllenhaal, There's something about that motherfucker. But here's the other thing. I had an acting teacher tell me, I think it was Richard Lawson. He said, let us reach a little bit, bro. Man, you're out there pulling on all the stops. You're just lighting our fireworks and everything else. You might want to just let us reach.
What does that mean?
Meaning, don't give it up so much. Just maybe you come on stage and be a little mysterious. Do you have to tell us everything about yourself? And that's all. I've never been subtle.
And as far as acting,
yeah, bro. Like I didn't have that depth. I didn't have that star part. People get on stage, you see movie stars and you're kind of like going, what's going on with them? Like Brando. You'd be like, he's mumbling.
Yeah.
Like he didn't give a fuck.
Right.
He didn't care I wanted to be liked so badly that I was willing to do whatever it took. I wanted to be liked by everybody all the time.
Oh.
The idea of hurting anybody's feelings, the idea of not like, I was going to do everything for you.
Right.
And you got to be a little out of reach sometimes, bro.
No, it takes sometimes. That's so funny because my ex told me that one time. She was like, I was after shows, I get off stage and greet everybody.
That's me.
And she goes, and when someone's telling you that's not a performer, because she's a finance person, so she don't give a fuck.
But she knows.
But I was like, don't fucking tell me. I got to meet the people. I got to be up there. You don't understand. What if they don't come back? And she goes, you did your job. You did an hour and a half of fucking amazing. And then you lower your shit. You let them suck your energy out like you're desperate. You're
so right.
She was listen. And I tell her to this day, now that we're just friends, I go, you were so right.
And at the time, you fought it. At the time, you're like, I was
such a jack. I was like this. How about you not fucking tell me what to do? This is what the fuck I do. And
you and I are the same guy. You know this, right? So what you just said.
Yeah.
I've had many women tell me that.
Yeah.
Number one.
Yeah,
I've had other people tell me that.
Yeah.
And I never listened. And that's the story of my life. What you just said is the story of my life.
And
I'll give you even more.
Yeah.
Like me more. Where are you guys going? You guys leaving?
Yeah. And then all of a sudden, about 6 years ago, 7 years, I started going straight to the green room. I did my job. And I told people, the security, if they ask for me, just say, you can't find me. That's all. Just say, I went to get something to eat. Sometimes I'll go get something to eat.
You know why? Because it gives you nothing, man. It just takes.
It's it. Don't you, and nobody's going to get mad. Don't ever say no to them because that's not cool.
Yeah.
But then I'll go to the green room, decompress, and some people will go, there's some people out here waiting. I'll come out.
All good.
I'll come out and go,
On your time.
And I come out, take pictures, whoever's left. But most of the time, people leave. They're leaving. Unless you have merch. I don't have any merch.
You gave them an hour and a half.
And you're still, and then you go, so what's your number? And then she goes, leave me the fuck alone. Now you look like an idiot. So I avoided all that. And then Me Too shit, man, that even made a better excuse. I was like, I don't want no bitch filming me. I don't want no bitch complaining about me.
You make one mistake, somebody can tell.
Done.
Somebody can just tell a story about you.
They can record you talking to people. I've seen people record me talking to a woman.
And you're done.
And they're like, so I just avoided, and she was so right.
They just want you to they want to catch you doing some shit.
She goes, don't be obsequious. And I go, maybe I could have, and we don't know any better. It's natural to want to be liked at the beginning. That's just what it is. Because you're performing and you're vulnerable. You're like, did you like it, guys?
Yeah.
Now we're older. I was like, hey, whatever the fuck. I'm like, and I choose what I want. Hey, there's an audition for that. I'm good. I'm good. I'm not going in that. If it's something I really like, I'm gonna put my heart into it.
But you realize you're not missing anything either.
I'm not missing a motherfucking thing.
No.
And a lot of these people know what you could do. I'm like, are you just power tripping? Just want to see me jump hoops? I'm not coming in. Right. It's not because I'm being an asshole. I'm just like, why? I mean, so I'm very specific with certain things that I go in for. Bill Burr told me one time, I saw him not too long ago. He said, something we were talking, he's like, my reputation was, you don't show up for shit. And I said, Bill, I don't know who the fuck you were talking to, but that's not me. I don't do that. I don't do that kind of shit.
You show up.
I show up for shit.
100%.
Maybe I said I'm choosy about what I auditioned for now. I'm not just going to jump hoops for what?
Right.
No,
but you do.
I said,
your
I don't
job.
know who
you get your job done.
I said, I don't know who told you that, Bill, but that's a little dangerous. I wasn't being mad at him, but I go, I would hate for that.
Somebody's saying some bullshit about you.
Because, Bill, you produce a lot of shit. And what if you just feel that way about me, but you've always complimented me? I don't like that unless you're feeling yourself and you had something you're saying some fucked up shit to me. I would hope not, because I've always been cool, and I'm a fan of yours, and we talk all the time. Not all the time. When we talk, it's good.
But he's your colleague.
And you're my colleague, but you're producing shit, dog. And I would hate, because I know other comics in positions that have said fucked up shit about me.
Sure.
And I've done nothing to them.
Correct.
At all. I mind my business. I ain't fucked none of your girls. I ain't disrespecting none of your women. Because when it comes to money and women, that's one thing you don't fuck with. My father taught me that. So, that's dangerous. I don't want to be that where you're not going to pick me because you on some dumb fucking petty shit. I was like, and I didn't.
I know what you mean, though. There can be
that's so scary. Yeah.
Like, what did I do?
Yeah.
You don't like me? What happened?
Yeah. And I get that, man. And that's a lot. And this is not me. It's just a reality. Guys like yourself, we were all like, how is that Bryan Callen? We were imitating you. Everybody was doing you. We were laughing. There's one guy that was really doing you. I can't remember who it was so
Yeah, I saw a clip of it. It was great.
Was so
and I can't remember
funny.
what it was, but I was like, oh, this is good. You guys were doing like impressions of me and stuff. It was
like,
fucking
yeah.
great. One of the guys I didn't know, but he knew me.
We were trying to out
great.
Callen each other. And I think that, and might be a theory if I'm wrong. It's your guy like yourself who comes in the room and gets, they're like, nah, we can't have him around. We can't have him around. Nope. We can't have a dude that, nope.
Yeah.
We can't have Dub. We can't have Dub around.
Yeah.
Nope. Because
Yeah.
Dub is like me. We're all like the same kind of
bro.
dude.
I mean,
I said, we can't have Dub around.
No.
Girls might like him too.
Yeah, it's.
Let me tell you what Dub did recent. Well, it's not recent. I haven't
But
seen
when
Dub.
we were younger, it's
Yeah.
true that you come off stage and it was
Hey.
you got attention.
Hey.
You got a lot of attention.
Oh, well. I like being around motherfuckers like that.
Yeah.
We were doing, we finished the show at the Cellar. I was with Dub, it was like maybe 2 years ago. I don't see Dub often, but when we talk. And we're sitting there just talking about shit, talking about boxing and shit. He loves boxing. And we're talking these two girls, nice looking girls from Texas, hot white chick, real pretty. Come down, they sit, talking. Hey, guys, you guys were so funny. Now we're like, okay, maybe this is gonna be a hookup, and they were just talking about. One girl was real pretty, talking about my friend. She's been wanting to get into comedy. So man, she's so funny. And Dove goes, the fucking show is over. The fuck. Oh,
He can't.
this is
He
why
can't take it.
I love my guys.
He can't take it.
He goes,
You know what he said?
Did you just fucking see us? No, this is what?
He
It was
has
wonderful.
no patience for
None.
He suffers no fools.
None.
We were at the Comedy Store in LA, and he goes, and somebody
don't
just
even
started
like to
talking
beat it.
some bullshit. He looked at me. He goes, I can't do this anymore. I can't have these conversations here. I'm going back to New York. I can't do it, Bryan. You're the only one I'll miss. I got to get the fuck out of here. He was gone 2 days later. He never came back.
Yeah.
2 days later, he left me for the
can't
Wolves.
do. LA is like,
Nah.
I'm very specific. That's why I go, Bryan, I'm coming to do your shit. Yup. I'm coming to do. Harlan, if I would have fitted in, he switched the days. Yup. I come and do yours.
Yep.
I come in. Adam Carolla, I come in to do your shit.
Yep.
Ruben Paul, I do his Ruby too. Ruben is another guy like me.
I like Ruben.
Ruben is
How's he doing?
He's doing. He's a killer too.
Ruben's
but
great.
but gets disrespected.
I know, bro.
Women love him. He's
Ruben
charming.
is great.
And he's another guy.
He's fucking great.
And a guy that gets overlooked. I'm trying. This is not a black and white guys.
Yeah.
It's not. And it's like it's the same make, the same cloth. We're cut from the same cloth.
Yeah.
We're just dudes, man. We're just dudes, and we're not about the fuck shit. We're just not. And I love to see people thrive. I'm never intimidated. I go, oh, this is my man. I talk about my friends. I go, oh, you should put that. He should be on that. I'm
Right.
like
you
that.
want to see your friends.
I
do
love
well.
when
I
people
know.
do well.
Well, you're a people person.
I really love when
because
people
you're
do well.
a people person.
I'm not this. I don't do. And we can't use certain words nowadays. It's like, I can't wait to I hope the pendulum swings back.
I
We
think
can
it
bring
is
back.
sort of.
But
You know what? That Brady roast.
That Brady
at the
roast.
beginning,
That's
right?
what I was gonna say.
I was
the
like,
Brady roast is bringing that pendulum
I
back.
think so. Nobody said shit. That thing did so fucking well on Netflix. God bless Netflix. And Netflix.
Surprisingly.
Well, that guy Ted Sarandos or whatever, he was like, "Fuck you. This is expression.
Go,
This
Ted,
is
yeah.
art.
Good
Go
for you,
fuck
Ted.
He's
we
great.
and I hope
we need
that
him.
We need him, but I hope that he can make more decisions on better people
think he
getting
will.
specials. I'm sorry.
That's
I'm doing a GoFundMe right now. Do you know that?
You should be.
I'm doing listen.
You're special.
Tiffany Haddish, bless her soul. That's my little sister.
I love her.
She had me on her second season of They Ready with Dean Edwards and Tony Woods.
Yep.
And she put me on because she goes, Godfrey, you should be on your third, fourth special, but just get on here so you can at least have the Netflix thing.
Yeah.
Just do it. She goes, listen, you ain't
If
got to tell me.
Netflix puts you on your shit, it's over.
And
If
I
Netflix
haven't
puts-
been approached by Netflix.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
haven't-
Robbie Pro. It's like,
And
it's
I
a
know
strange thing.
Robbie very well. And I'm just like,
I couldn't even get him to watch my special, like one special. I couldn't even get him to watch.
what did we do to you? I go, Robbie. And I'm telling him, Robbie, I known you in Montreal.
Yeah.
You used to have to, you used to audition
I think
for
part
us.
of it's he's just one dude and he's got a lot of pressure because there isn't a
Is
gen.
it just no? Because every
I don't
time
know.
there's a special shot, it's Robbie Praw
Yeah.
hanging around watching. It's Robbie Praw.
Yeah.
Robbie, I'm not, and this is me not dogging him. I know Robbie. I've never done anything fucked up to Robbie. Man, I mean, I did him
You're
favor.
ripe for a Netflix special. You're ripe for one.
And so I said, and my fans are like, why don't you just do like a Kickstarter or whatever and raise money to do your own special? And so I started a GoFundMe in like April or whatever. And so you guys, I'm taking donations, GoFundMe. You know, you GoFundMe.com, look up Godfrey Special. It's also on my YouTube channel, and Godfrey We Trust, which is my podcast is called In Godfrey We Trust. Just hit 504,000 subscribers.
Damn.
Which is not bad. I'm with the Legion of Skanks. I'm with
you go.
those guys.
There you go.
Luis Gomez and those guys who are MMA fans.
Yep.
I've been on his network. Shout out to Luis Gomez, 4.5 years.
I like Lewis, man.
Luis Gomez is just a go-getter.
Yep.
He's one of those dudes
Yep.
that's
Another
mad that
guy.
he's Puerto Rican.
He's great.
He's mad he's half Puerto Rican. That's my dude, though. There's all those big J. Okers, all those dudes, crazy motherfuckers. We're all comics, and it's like Lewis created this on his own because he was tired of waiting on people.
Yeah.
And so I'm raising money because shout out to Ali Sadiq, who you should see
I like
his
that dude.
domino.
We tried to get him on. I reached out to his Ali Sadiq's manager,
fantastic.
but we never heard back. I like that dude.
I'll just call him straight up.
Tell him we want him on this fucking
Yeah,
podcast. What do we got to do, Ali? Come on.
Ali Sadiq, you guys should watch Domino Effect.
He's
his
funny
fourth
as
one.
shit, man.
He's fantastic. And
he's also got a lot. He's smart. He's got a lot.
Smart.
Where's he from originally?
Houston.
He's great, man.
And
I like that.
And
dude.
he is a fantastic comedian.
Yeah,
tells
man.
stories.
I talked to his manager and I never
Yeah.
heard back. It's like, come on, let's get
Watch
him.
Ali Sadiq. He was on this couldn't be happening on
He's great.
yeah,
I love the
storyteller.
dude. I follow
yeah,
the
yeah.
guy.
He
He's
needs. I'll
great.
call him straight off and
Yeah,
tell him.
tell him
yeah.
we need him.
Yeah, and yeah, man. And he put his stuff on YouTube. He was supposed to do it on HBO, but they got mad at him for something. So he's getting millions of hits. Ari Shafir's got 7 million on his. So it's working. The
Well, that's why
YouTube
you,
works.
you
Shane
could do-
Gillis
yeah,
murdering the
I know.
game.
You could do it on YouTube, man.
I just want to raise money. Just to
How much do you need?
I'm trying to raise about maybe 200,000 by the end.
You
of
don't
the
need
year.
that much for-
I don't know. I'm just trying to
You
raise a bunch.
but you don't need that much for a
200,000.
special.
That's what it says here. 200K. But you don't need that much for a special.
I
You
don't.
need- no, bro. You need 50
100,000?
grand. Fuck
50?
that.
I'm
You need
almost at 50 grand. I mean,
You
I'm-
are almost at 50.
yeah, that's
Bro,
beautiful.
Yeah.
Bro, you got money for a special. You
And I got Big Shaq. Big Shaq called me.
No shit.
Last year he goes, "It's time for your special. How much you need?" Oh yeah.
Shaq
Oh man,
Diesel?
Shaq's my friend. Shaq, we talk.
Wow.
Shaq goes, "How much you need, man?" I go, "What?" He's like, "It's time for your special. Fuck you doing?" I go, all right, Shaq, hold up."
Well, I love that guy, man.
I got my other buddy in St. Louis, Artie Stacks. He's just an entrepreneur dude. That's my dude. He's such a. He goes, "Godfrey, man, what's up? What do you need, motherfucker? Let me know." I go, "All right, but let me try to raise some money for myself. I just want to have my
Now,
fans."
now maybe call Shaq. I know somebody who can produce my last one, Man Tears, and it was really good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Dana's my friend.
Okay.
She'll get it done for you for
Okay.
75 probably.
Okay, but I got my Will I Am from Black Eyed Peas sent me 20 grand.
Get the fuck
He's a
out.
huge fan of mine,
Dude.
He's a huge
You
fan.
got some serious-
But I just put it out there. Why wait up? Because we always were waiting on people,
know,
man.
bro.
We thought that I guess that our managers know how to get. When all we had to do was go, "Hey, I'm doing this. Can we make it happen?"
Just
You didn't have to. The liaison is bullshit, bro.
get Shaq to give you 25, 30, and you're set. You're ready. Let's
Okay.
go.
All right. I'm all right because I just wanted to raise something, and my Cash App is Godfrey Comedian too. I'm raising money. I'm taking all my super chats on my YouTube. I do YouTube Live too.
It's great.
I do all of it.
We got to start doing some shit together, man.
How have
How have you not?
I don't know.
How have we? No,
We got to start doing some shit together.
How have you not?
I don't understand.
We don't live in the same fucking.
Oh, that's right. He's in
town.
New York.
No,
We
but
live
then
across
we-
the country.
But that's okay. But
I agree,
Come
because we
up
can
with an
do some
idea
shit.
or something. I don't know. I don't know. It'll either work or not work.
We
But
should
how
think-
have I never worked with Bryan
We
Callen?
should be
I don't
thinking
know.
about it, man.
I quote Bryan Callen. I quote Tell. There's people I quote. Keith Robinson. I quote certain guys that I quote all the time. And I go, the ostrich shit. Oh, dude.
I
Oh,
gotta put that on. Oh, fuck. Dude.
I want an ostrich to protect like this.
Yep. I remember that bit.
Oh,
I miss
man.
It. I miss it.
What about this one? I'm just taking a butter bath. Ooh, man.
What are
You don't
doing?
understand, dog. I just go, what's up? I'm just taking a butter bath. Butter
Bro, I
bath.
can't wait for my next special.
Yo, that guy has a falcon.
I got a falcon and a cape.
Yo,
Dude, I remember that shit. I missed that. That's man class. Fuck, I should have edited
this
that
dude-
down. I
you
should have
gotta
edited down.
Show that. It's so
I
fucking.
gotta bring some of those jokes back.
Hell yeah.
I'm bringing some of those jokes back.
Bring it
I'm
back.
Gonna put them on fucking.
Bring it back.
I'm gonna bring some back.
Bring them back, cause I'm shit. I have a new. Okay, shout out to Shannon Sharpe. I did his Club Shay Shay. I did a Club Shay Shay.
Okay.
Hit 3 million, which is great.
Wow.
And Shannon was a fan because I was imitating him. I just want to ask you, Skip. I'm gonna tell you something, Skip. I've been in the NFL for a long time, Skip, and I'm gonna tell you this. You're gonna tell me the East and the West. I just can't agree with you on that, Skip.
God, that's a good fucking Shannon Sharpe.
And I did.
God damn, you're good. at
And
that
we
shit.
know Shannon Sharpe as a football player.
Yeah.
Who was catching John Elway's passes?
Yeah.
Do people understand?
And he'll still beat your ass right now.
Right.
He'll beat you. He'll beat you up. Teach him one day of jujitsu. He'll beat you up. He'll beat everybody up. Super athlete. I saw him I saw that dude
Yeah.
at the airport just stand there, and I was like, you still got it. You still look like a fucking superhero.
Still,
You're still wearing the Batman suit.
people
You know what I
were
mean?
like, people were calling him gay and all this. I go,
Hey,
first of all,
okay, whatever.
I go, whatever.
The guy who is a 0.01%er who played in the NFL, like
Changed
for
the
as
tight
long
end
as
position.
for as long as he wanted
to.
Yeah. By the way, tight end position. When you're choosing your tight ends of all time, he better be in your top three.
Top three. And by the way, let's tell people how hard John Elway threw a football. And he was more athletic than Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Way more
also
athletic than Tom
played
Brady.
pro baseball.
Godfrey.
He could have played pro, but yeah,
could've
he's more
played pro-
athletic than Tom Brady.
Okay.
No, that's a fact.
That's for sure.
I'm talking about athletic. I didn't say wins.
Yeah.
Okay.
But first of all, I believe some of them Tom Brady Super Bowls are a little suspect, personally. Bet you any
Well,
money.
he had an amazing line, and he had.
Oh no, his line was fine. First of all, I saw Tom Brady's documentary, which was fantastic. It was called 199 or whatever. He was like drafted 199. He came from like shit and was developed into the greatest quarterback. I'm not knocking him, but there were some Super Bowls that were a little shady to me. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Because he's with the most powerful man in football, Robert Kraft. I'm saying Kraft is his last name. That's cheese. That's old money. And Kraft, crafty ass motherfucker.
You're a little bit of a conspiracy theorist right now. Some of that shit was shady.
Well, my thing
Damn.
is, if you're Russell Wilson and you're on the 1 yard line and Marshawn Lynch is your running back who you can't tackle, and he threw a slant pass. That's not what you do when you're on the one. You either flare out, because I was a wide receiver. You flare out or you run the ball in. That was some bullshit. I was like, then the Falcons are leading 28 to maybe 3. It's 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Matt Ice does a 3-step drop and doesn't run the clock down.
Bro.
I was like, that shit was.
Bro.
I was in the gym like this. Okay, I'm done.
Bro,
I'm done. That looked mad shady. That looked shady as fuck.
You're
I'm sorry.
talking about football being fixed, the American
I believe
pastime.
it. I believe some of it. I believe basketball's fixed. I believe a lot of that shit's fixed.
Damn.
I believe it.
Damn.
Okay. When New Orleans, remember Katrina? Who won the Super Bowl? New Orleans did.
New Orleans.
The Saints did. 9/11, Patriots did. America's team. Come on. I think there's some fixing. I know a bookie who was in Vegas. He was like, well, there's numbers. If things happen. Wow. Oh yeah. Yeah, the odds.
Well, we know
yeah.
that the Gambino crime family was involved in fixing sports.
Yeah, I believe
They
a lot of that
fix
shit.
shit, yeah.
I believe a lot. Calls are made. Yeah.
They
I
did
believe a
some
lot of that shit is fixed.
They fixed
And I
a
just thought, this is my theory. Now I'm doing my black theory now. I feel that they wanted him to have 7 Super Bowls because the NFL is like 80% black, so they had to keep this great white hope. They go, we got to keep him. Tom Brady is still number one.
So
white.
some of those
So
Super
the
Bowls
white
are
athlete
shady.
is kind of fading. Because when you think about it, white dudes.
Callen Clark.
White dudes talk about black athletes more than anybody. Because anytime you guys talk about athletes, they're always black guys.
They wear Kobe jerseys.
Right. They wear black. Nobody's wearing Okajovic.
No.
Popovich.
No, you can't pronounce it.
Vujačić.
No, I don't care.
Sasha Vujačić.
No.
You're talking about the Nuggets player.
There's Jokic.
Oh.
I mean,
Is
there
it
was.
Jokic?
Remember, there's Vlade Divac, all those guys back in the day. I'm just joking, but I'm saying nobody's wearing. It's always wearing Kobe, LeBron, Jordan. They're wearing all the. I'm just saying that I thought, let's keep Brady as the great white hope still. And first of all, the Caitlin Clark shit.
This is the first time I've heard this theory, but I like it.
I give her props like a muff. Dude, she earned her shit. Shot
yeah.
threes,
Oh, yeah.
but she's not the greatest women's basketball. It's
Who is?
another lady. This black woman who has more points than her. They
Angel Reese?
No. Look up what's her name? She just did a speech. She goes, I have the record for the most points.
Right.
But America's good at smothering African American accomplishment.
Part of it might just be that
Look up the most points.
Women in basketball aren't as fun to watch as men, right?
No, Caitlin Clark deserves her accolades. I mean, she was smoking it. She smoked it.
Yeah.
And and I think both of them has sparked interest in the WNBA. I like that they're like being mean to them. I like the body and they're knocking them down.
Now we're
That's
watching.
her. That's her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pearl Moore.
She's Pearl Moore. And she made a speech. Yeah, it's Pearl Moore. She has all the records. But I'm not surprised when you dig it. When you're digging in the ground,
Mm-hmm.
what do you reach? Black.
If you keep
Soil.
If you keep digging.
You keep digging, it gets black. I'm saying. Everybody's going back to black when they die.
That's it. That's it. Don't forget.
In the darkness, the light will come.
Don't forget that shit.
You need the darkness for the light.
It's 3:30. I got to go pick up my kid.
You
Holy
have
shit.
kids. Wow, look at you.
Bro,
You're so-
only you would keep us here.
Sorry.
I love it.
I'm sorry.
I didn't even notice. We've been podcasting when he showed up. We didn't even notice. You made Brendan late. You made me late, but it was worth it.
I was looking forward to see it.
You need to start coming. Whenever you're in town, you have a standing invite. You
I?
should be a regular on the
Thank
show.
you. I will be a regular.
I'm
on
just
the show.
telling you.
No, for real.
Anytime you're fucking in town,
Yeah?
you just
will let you know.
have a standing invite.
Thank you. You and Adam do that for me. Adam just goes, Godfrey, where are you?
Yeah, you're great.
Come through.
You're going to be. Godfrey is at the. He's tomorrow.
Are they
night.
showing this today?
Tomorrow.
Oh, I am. Yes. Guys, I am at the Ontario Improv Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the 20th to the 23rd.
Damn, that's many days.
Yeah, many days.
Good job.
Aaron.
Why wouldn't? Why not?
Aaron von Hoofenhofer.
Yes. Why not?
She. I always call her
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Thursday, Friday,
Get your
Saturday,
tickets.
Sunday. Get your tickets. And next week is Chicago Improv, my hometown.
Oh,
Chicago
wow.
Improv, the 27th
Schaumburg
to the
Improv.
29th. Schaumburg.
If you don't go
Schaumburg.
see him, you're crazy. If you like comedy, I'm just telling you.
And vice versa. You are a fucking idiot if you don't watch Bryan, Callen. I mean, you talk about
LOL
performance.
Comedy Club.
That's you.
July 12th, 13th.
You talk
14th.
about performance, originality, act outs, just fucking amazing.
I'm bringing a little heat.
His new stuff is spicy.
Listen,
like-
man, Bryan is never not funny.
I
appreciate
know.
it.
He's so ridiculous.
Coming from you, that means a
because
lot.
he's so ridiculous.
Yes.
Love that.
He's so damn ridiculous. See, you got to be ridiculous.
Bro, I got a whole.
It's so, and I'm telling you, he's one of the greatest comedians.
I was riding
real.
a fake horse this weekend. I can't help
But
it.
you used to have the photo with the horse.
Oh God, I mean, oh yeah, that. Oh yeah, that. Where I was just like with my shirt
you're
open.
fucking ridiculous.
I'm
just taking a butter bath. My bad.
I love you.
Just taking a butter bath. Butter bath. I would say that it like walking around the house. I'm just taking a butter bath.
Just taking a liberal handful. I mean liberal. Just giving myself a butter bath. Your lady comes in, what are you doing? Nothing. Just giving myself a butter bath. Unfortunately, I'm the butter police.
I don't like it.
Yeah. Can't use handcuffs on you, just slip right out. Fuck, I missed that bit.
You gotta bring Joe.
missed
What are
that
you?
bit. I gotta bring that shit back.
You ain't got.
Those are old songs.
You know, listen. Let me tell you something. You know when the band comes back.
Yeah, bro.
Remember when they start?
Gotta do a revival.
You just shining their old guns like this. Oh, I ain't shot this in a long time. Yeah.
You're right.
Remember in Desperado when he
You're right.
brought his boys?
Yep.
He goes, we're back together again.
Yeah. You're right.
What the fuck you talking?
Bring him
Here's
back.
an example.
Bring him back.
Gabriel Iglesias. Shout out to him. I was doing Ontario with Dom Herrera, and we watched him on this Canadian tour. This motherfucker was killing so hard. He goes, "You guys want me to do some old jokes again?" Everyone's like,
Fuck, dude.
You wanted to hear the joke about Martine?" He literally, when he was singing a song, he goes, "So I go to my friend, Martine." Everyone's repeating, "Martine."
Dude,
I
it's
said,
the old song.
It's on. That's why people are afraid to show some of their material online. Dude, they want to see you do that shit again.
You're right, bro.
Don't fuck. We ain't got time to be hiding shit. I love how we're like, I'm keeping this for what? They ain't picking us for nothing.
You're right, bro.
We gotta fucking start throwing it out
right,
there.
bro. You're
and
right.
if they come to see you, go, I'm about to do that African joke. Hell yeah.
Bro, I'm down. That got me
Fuck yeah, do it. Please. I can see clearly now the rain. He was a big fan of mine, Johnny Nash from Houston. He died, but I can see all obstacles.
In
Someone
my way.
came to my door and said, Mr. Johnny Nash would like to meet you.
What?
I said,
What?
the fuck did you just say? Johnny Nash, I can see clearly now. Came in, old guy, 80s. I was like, Johnny Nash, big fan.
Bro, and
Big
you
fan.
and you know your music, and you know a lot of things. You know, you're talking about me knowing a
You
lot
do
of stuff.
too. You
know what I mean? You were
speak-
talking about you know a lot of shit, and
I
that's
know
the
a
other
lot of
thing.
shit. I just need to speak fluently in a lot of languages, and then I'll be.
Well, then you listen. That's the thing about me and you. I want to be good at everything. I want to be salsa. I want to speak all the languages.
Salsa, I'm taking
I want to
classes
do it
soon.
all. I want to do it all.
You gonna get salsa classes?
Well, I may
do some
have
private
a
shit.
couple that comes every Sunday, teaches me and my wife, and we practice our salsa. How about
really?
that?
Fuck yeah.
Papa, listen, man.
When
My
you know
hips- my
salsa,
hips
that's
have a
like
life of their own.
another feather in
And by
your
the way-
sexy belt.
By the way, I keep this shit still. This is still as a matador. My hips, though, under the surface, bro. I'm made of rubber, bro. That's music. That's where the music is. Because right here, this is Norway. This is the equator. You understand? So this is classical music. This is percussion. This is all percussion. Please understand. Now I love you. I love you. And that's all I'm saying. All right.
This is no.
Cannot.
This is
And
Norway.
this is the equator.
Well, right now we're in the winter. I got to get ready for the winter. This is about discipline. This shit here right, is the equator. And it gets very hot, which is exactly why I have 4 children. Because the minute I don't pull out, you understand? Godfreys, you go see him if you're an American, if you're Nigerian, if you're from anywhere, go see the man
Come
this
and see
weekend.
me,
Go and see.
s'il vous plaît.
Go and see.
Je
Go and
suis
see.
très drôle.
Godfrey.
Très drôle,
Très
mon
drôle.
ami.
Il
Mon
est
ami
très drôle.
incroyable,
Très
comédien.
drôle. Tu parles français, c'est pas
oui,
mal.
je
C'est
parle
pas
français
mal,
un
mon
peu,
ami.
hein.
Alors.
Je veux apprendre française spécialement.
C'est très bien, mon ami. You speak some French.
Not bad. I had a French chicks, you know.
Dude.
I was hanging
Go
with them
and
for
see,
3
go
years.
and see Godfrey.
Come and see me. GodfreyLive.com for all my dates.
We're out.
Oh shit.
God
Peace.
damn, that was good.